That should be a scholar spell list. You don't have any 3rd level spells?
I just hit 5th level, so I'm...
Yeah. So here's the spells you can pick from for your automatic. You ready?
Mm.
Well, here. Hold on a second. Let me just cut and paste this here. Well, that's arguing with me. You can pick one of these as your automagic one, and I don't know what's fighting with me so hard. Anyway, it's clairaudience, clairvoyance, material, secret page, see hidden doors, and tongues.
And see hidden doors, is that also secret doors, or?
Yeah, see hidden doors is a broader spell. As a matter of fact, I've been working on the spell lists, and I think I've got that one done.
And then I don't know what material does, but I think I'm probably looking at one of the other ones.
Yeah, material it allows you to summon raw materials. So, like you get I think it's like 5 pounds of flax and 3 pounds of wool, all the way up to like 3 ounces of metal.
Illusionist has something kind of like that.
Yeah.
So I figured that's what it was.
That should be here. Let me see if I got that list on the See Hidden. See Hidden is one of those, I'm trying to make the scholars goofy. I hope you don't mind.
No, I love them goofy.
Up there, it's going to be there.
Because what detect portal was 2nd level, but that's a space portal, not a door.
Yeah, space portal, which everyone's like, why are you putting it in there? Well, scholars are going to have special powers, and spelljammers get special powers.
Not one you're going to be using at 3rd level, probably.
But it's that level.
Well, maybe we'll find a spelljammer this adventure. Who knows?
Sam, why do you gotta do that to us?
Well, one thing I want to talk to you guys about, too, is something I was neglectful last time. So you guys are in Seaward, and you're in the River District, which is between Hightown and or the Market District, High District and the Market District, and the river. It's where most visitors stay. It's full of inns and that sort of stuff. But I've been very negligent in describing the weirdness that is Seaward City. The cathedral sits on a hill, and that's on the north side of town, and it sort of looms over a lot of things to the north. But out to sea, about from the mouth of the river, it's about a little over a half mile out, is the Royal Island. And that is a small fortified island where the royal family, the royal guard, and that sort of stuff live.
Also, the court wizard.
And also the court wizard lives there. And it's got a dock, and 2 of the warships live there full time, right? And it's pretty tough. But past that, on the horizon, on a clear night, is the Demon's Eye, and that is the volcano, the lip of the volcano, 100 miles out to sea. The very top of it, because of the edge of it is irregular. It looks like an eye about the size of your thumb, your last knuckle of your thumb, staring at the city from due east at night.
Spooky.
I'd advise you not to go there, by the way. We've been there. It's bad.
We're waiting for you guys to clear it out before we take any scenic tours.
So here's See Hidden Doors. It's 3rd level. It's got a 40-foot range. It takes a round to cast, and it lasts only a single round, and it only affects one surface. And that surface is a wall, a floor, whatever. But that surface can be any side within your range. And it reveals not just all secret, concealed, or hidden doors in the area of effect. It reveals how to open them, and there's multiple ways of opening them. It gives you the various ways of opening them.
All right.
Any limitations on the scope of that?
No, it will even see through the dreaded illusionary wall.
Oh.
Yeah, it's unique. It's unique to scholars, and it's also unique that it can see through illusionary wall without dispelling illusion. And it's unique that it will let you know if there's... Because, for example, Sam will tell you, in Skull Mountain, there's one secret door. There's 3 ways of opening it, and each way opens it to a different corridor.
Rogue, I'll tell you the limitations of it. It counts as psionic-like on a psionic encounter.
There we go.
list.
As a matter of fact, it does count as psionics.
No.
It does.
Okay, but we do need to
Of course
update the
it
table
does.
because any cure spell counts, and that's just kind of crazy.
Actually, inside Seaward, cure spells don't count unless they're cast by a summoner or by a cultist.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I like that.
All right. So that's see hidden doors. Very good catch on the psionics there. No, but the city of Seaward itself has been growing a great deal. It's got about 20,000 people in it. The south side of the river is, at first it wasn't even official. They only started walling it in about 80 years ago, and it came in fits and starts. The east, on the south bank, the east district there is actually heavily militarized. There's a lot of cavalry and troops there that patrol the coast to the south and that sort of thing. Like the troops that go in and out of the King's Towers to the south come out of the east district. The low district is pretty much the poorest of the poor. And south is a lot of roustabouts and tough guys, that sort of thing. Oddly enough, even though it's poor, a lot of the thieves don't like going down there because it's got a lot of soldiers. Market district, of course, is very busy. River district is busy. The harbor district is probably the busiest. The cathedral district is very strange in some regards because you have merchants and stevedores and stuff cutting in between the harbor district and the market district through this right in front of the cathedral. But for various reasons, it's usually seen as sort of a neutral ground. And of course, the high district is the largest. It's the oldest part. And if you look at the map, the section of the high district above the north road there is pretty much just nobles and the richest of the rich and scholars and high-ranking scholars and sages, that sort of thing.
Hey, your microphone is cutting in and out a little bit. How's your connection?
Yeah, let me check my connection. Oh, I see what's going on.
It's fun to
How's
me.
that?
Yeah, it's not fine to me.
Yeah, I can see why Sam was getting loose. I had a loose cable there.
Yeah,
So
because I could hear him in the other room, and I heard a bit more. So
yeah. So yeah, in the high district, the section north of that north road sort of stuff, that's just the richest of the rich that live in the city.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Royal Island off to the east, very few people visit there. As a matter of fact, one of the big plot points is if you win in either jousting, swordsmanship, or archery at the Great Tourney, one of your rewards is you go to the Royal Island.
Merrin should enroll.
Okay. Royal Island itself, I got that map right here. It's pretty big. Alright, so if there's any questions or anything, we got, like I said, we want to drag our feet a little bit for Carberry. So I'm going to try to give them 15 more minutes. Any questions about the campaign? You guys want to, buy anything, hire anything before we get into the nuts and bolts?
I don't think Merrin has anything he needs to buy.
Okay.
I think
I'm good
alright.
for now.
I haven't looked at my sheet, because I spent most of the day playing open TTD, but I think he should be fine. Especially if we're staying within the bounds of the city for the most part.
Yeah, the city itself is actually fairly clean. Let's see. So, Soren, you got...
You never know when you're going to get teleported out of the city.
That's actually true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's actually a way you can teleport to Skull Mountain from the city.
Of course there is.
Yeah.
Remember what Nick says. Everything's Skull Mountain. You just don't know it yet.
It's true. Even Seaward City is part of the dungeon.
Yeah, so you don't get teleported to Skull Mountain. You just get teleported somewhere else.
Maybe I should buy 3 weeks worth of standard rations.
So you get a fighter illusionist, Brother Kai, who's been with you from the beginning, Brother Hubert, Polymungus, Roderick, Elithel, Zamfir. Okay. Going through all your guys here.
Let's see. So Roderick, Elidhel, and Zamfir have been with me almost as long as Brother Kai.
Yeah, Brother Kai's been around.
Came in on his own, and then Carrick and Pelamungus are the last 2 recruits.
So and then we got Cosmin and Alaki, Marl, Gand, and Abraham. You have a surprising number of illusionists in your group, which is fun.
Okay, but as I was demonstrated in my most recent solo, illusionists are strong.
Oh, illusionists are awesome. I actually don't know my illusionist fighter's spells. I don't know.
What level is he? 1/1?
Yeah.
Okay, the spells you have in first level are, of course, Read Illusionist Magic. Here,
Phantasmal Force.
Let's see.
By a mule.
Yo, Mule Gang.
Look at the spells here. Hold on.
Let's check Molly has equipment. She should. Jeez, I've forgotten. Oh.
So Nelvin, where's Nelvin there? Hey, Nelvin's AWOL. Okay, going through my notes. Nelvin.
Isn't that
There
the
we go.
kidnapped?
That's the kidnap.
Scoundrel.
That's the kidnap guy. I got all my notes here. Okay, good. I was missing. I've got 3 notebooks spread out around me.
Man, I have another theory involving Nelvin, but we gotta see him again before I reach conclusion.
Okay.
I was just saying, like, if what Bill thinks is true, he's gonna be cutting Nelvin's head off when we get him back.
I'm fine with that. If your theory is true, it's probably worthwhile. Like, there's one of 2 reasons he disappeared, and one of them is not very friendly.
No.
All right, so you guys want to get started? You want to give Carberry another 10?
Let's give Carberry another 10.
All right, we'll give him 10. He deserved it. Let's see, what else would you have heard in the city? Because, Sam, where are we in time in the city? Remind me.
It is, we actually figured it out. We're about a week after the Triarchy is established.
So the news would have made it. Yeah. So you guys are just waking up to huge news out of the west that all the Elven city-states have fallen.
Orcs.
All the Orcish city-states have fallen.
Say, what did you do?
Yeah, sorry, Orcish. I'm looking at my notes on the Elves of Tregalin as I say that.
Okay, but the Elders of Tregalin will pay one day.
The Elders of Tregalin. You've heard of the protocols of the Elders of Tregalin, right?
No.
It's just a running
Let me
gag.
tell you about the elves.
So all the Orcish city-states have fallen. All of them in one fell war by a group calling themselves a Triarchy. And now they set up a 4-ruler, 3 kings and a duke, a combined kingdom out on the plains west of the Stone Hills.
3 kings and a duke?
3 kings and a duke in something called the Triarchy.
Alright.
The shockwaves are everywhere. People are, weirding out. There's mercenaries. Is there business out that way? Merchants are talking about packing up and heading that way because there's going to be lots of trade. Everyone's, surprised because the Cull's right there. You see, you've got Copper Hill and you've got Garnet Hill out that way. How many orcs are dead? What was the big battle? They're actually there's a Spelljammer in Seaward at the Spelljammer docks, and early that morning it actually picks up and for the first time flies west over the kingdom, heading west towards the Triarchy. See if there's trade. Yeah, huge shakeup. You just had basically 4 armies vanish in the course of 2 weeks and get replaced by a new kingdom.
Not with enough military commanders, that's possible, but man, that's impressive.
Everyone wants details about how it happened. Everyone wants to know what the heck happened. But some of the names are coming back of who was involved. And Sam, who was involved?
Let's see. There was Seeker, who is a very famous adventurer.
And we know him personally.
Yes.
He gave me
There's
back
Owen, another very famous adventurer and ally of Seeker. And then there is Greystar, Though it seems that he might be under a name Sanes in the moment, and some people are calling him Bright Star now.
Ooh.
And they brought in somebody else that nobody's ever heard of, who's allied to all of them, called the Silver Duke.
Yes, a very powerful wizard.
Is that one of the guys from the moon?
No,
It's weirder.
Mars?
It's weirder than that.
it's the Silver Duke's loads of fun.
All right.
The Silver Duke is a result of somebody wishing that when they became a domain owner, that they would have the most powerful, lawful, good follower possible.
That's such a cool wish.
All right.
Isn't it great? I was really impressed with that wish. How long has that been floating around? Is that 2 real world years, Sam?
No, he got that wish recently. It was like a year ago.
Okay, you're right. You're right. It hasn't been that long, but it's been like a long time. It's been months and months in game. So
Let's see. Is Carberry online? He is not. He might be driving though.
yeah, we'll give him a little more time. We've got 7-8 more minutes. So the Triarchy set up. That's huge. You got the Spelljammers. Of course, Seaward has a Spelljammer dock that can dock 2 Spelljammers at once. That's new. It was built in the last 3 years. And people in the city now just openly talk about how they're hoping to get some more goods and stuff from the moon, from the blue moon.
It's true. There's blue table salt, blue rice.
People are very
Space
excited
opium.
because they can get blue hardwoods. There's oak, but it's blue.
There's no space opium. Trust us on this one.
Yeah, the Duke of the Moon is very fierce about drug trade.
Oh no. I am joining the war on drugs, on the side of drugs.
The Opium War in space!
Let's not have the space opium war, that would be bad.
And of course, everyone's talking about how the pink moon, the smallest, because the 3 moons are Luna, Selena, and Phoebe. That's the silver moon, the largest, the blue moon, the middle, and the pink moon, the smallest. That Phoebe now has lights on it from time to time, so they think people are living there again.
Maybe.
Or it's just explorers with really bright flashlights.
Could be. So let's see. Last time I checked, we got 9 active domains with different PCs at the same time, which is a record for Seaward. That's a lot. I've had 5 before, but 9 is new. It's nice.
Yep.
Give everybody 4 more minutes. I got to say, I got a Linux laptop not so long ago. Well, I got a laptop and put Linux on it, and it's just been a joy to work with. Discord works better. My headsets work better so far. Don't jinx anything, Rick.
We shall see.
There's lights that move around at night. Yeah. Even wizards don't know what they are and say they don't mean anything. They're just there.
Test.
It happens. I blame other wizards, honestly. When in doubt, always blame a wizard.
Can't go wrong.
Test.
Or a cultist.
That should do.
Yay. Okay, a couple more minutes. Let's see if Carberry's popping up.
Well, what else? Let's see. Jennifer and I were talking about some of the big old battles. We were. She was actually reminiscing about the last time she was in the Crystal Vale.
Oh, that was really funny.
Yeah, she was. She cracked us all up. She went to the Crystal Vale in 1991. Was the last time she was there. That's a long time ago. Holy moly, 33
It has
years.
There's a funny story because there was you know where I got that +5 halberd?
Yeah.
So the original character that had that, because there was more stuff in the Crystal Vale originally. there were two gremlins wrestling each other. So he thought, I'm going to sneak up and ambush them and kill them. Mom's character said, I'm not going to, because of various other things. She told him that the next time you get in trouble, I won't help you.
And he got
So
in trouble.
this character, he zumps and gets stuck in a web. Now then, he had a ringer-free action, but here's the problem. It's a phase spider web. Which means he was stuck on the astral plane.
So the phase spider came down and killed him dead.
He rolled a natural 1 on his save versus poison.
And he had I
Rip.
want to say 8th. Yeah, he was a 9th level master of the halberd that had a device that could maintain. He could carry 2 or 3 magical halberds, die there, and drop his stuff, and that's where all those magical halberds came from.
Because it was really funny. It's just like,
He's
I'm gonna go.
like, help, help, help! And the mysterious Amazon, listen, I told you, next time you get in trouble, I ain't helping. You gotta save yourself. And he got dead. And I'll be honest with you, Al Ulak, the guy who played that character, never forgave my wife for doing that.
and because they're down their best fighter, they turned around and left Crystal Vale.
Yeah, the Amazon, the halberd, she was a spear master. The two of them were tied, and they're like, it wasn't just that. It was when their 8th level cleric henchman got killed by the Catoblopus.
And, now they did kill the face spider and the gremlins. This is why those weren't there anymore.
Yeah, they weren't there anymore. But once upon a time, yeah, the Crystal Vale used to be a lot more dangerous. And before that, there used to be also, what was it? There was a bunch of mephits. No, I almost forgot. You had the gargoyles, and you had the gremlins, and you had the mephits, and you had the 3 phase spiders. And the rest you guys saw. And by the time you got there, the rest of that stuff had been winnowed out from the Vale.
Mm-hmm. I didn't do any of that. We just sort of waltzed on in and actually cleared it for the first time.
You can see why it was never cleared before. Heck, I don't think nobody had ever gotten to the side cave where you go in where the magic pool was before.
Yep. We literally were the first people to see the Medusa, and we also killed her.
All right. One more minute, we'll get started. What else?
We have a great
we
tutor
talk
in
about-
paranoia, so.
Well, most of my players say they can tell when they run into stuff that I wrote more than 20 years ago. Because there's a style change. Thank you so much, Alex. Appreciate it.
Yeah, there was... Because...
You guys know. You know what? Talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to go mute for just a second here.
But yeah, there's definitely a style shift. Because it becomes a lot less deadlier stuff made within the past 20 years. Anything older than 20 years, you're going to die. There's question about you're going to heckin' die.
Nonsense. We survived.
Yeah.
I have a couple mage henchmen
now.
who should have 2nd level spells. Do I pick those or does Rick pick those?
It's up to you. Because you're a scholar, which means you could pick their spells. How it normally works out is if you are a spellcasting class, you can pick the spells. If you're not, they decide.
Okay.
I'd recommend Stinking Cloud and Web.
Okay. I'll take it.
Just so that we can double up and just knock people out. That'd be so funny.
Yeah.
Both of those are really good.
I'll take your recommendations because I was going to pick
Mere
like,
Image and Strength
invisibility and...
are so good.
But I'll jump on that, and then it feels more natural than just me building the same mage that I build every time.
Okay, so here's a fun fact. So in First Edition, there's a continuation of spells for if you want to play a wizard who's willing to throw hands. So this setup for wizard requires a couple decent stats. I would recommend having a 16 con. You don't need a good con, but it helps. And a decent strength score. Okay. Then you pick Enlarge, Mirror Image and Strength, Haste, Fire Sealed, and Tensor's Transformation. Because if you stack all of those, because Enlarge has a very funny little tidbit on it, where the size increase is how much extra damage you deal. This goes up to 3 times damage. So you slap on Fire Sealed so that damage is reflected. You slap on Mirror Image so you don't die. You slap on Haste for double attacks and movement. And then you cap it off with Enlarge and Tensor's Transformation, because with Tensor's Transformation you get 2 attacks base, which means with Haste you get 4 attacks. You then stack this with the double hit points and Fire Sealed so that people who try to kill you die instead. And you're doing big damage.
Sweet.
Oddly enough, I've done the math. Very little things in the game can actually survive the full setup. There is one flaw, however. You're stuck with a dagger, which means armor type will kill you.
True.
Someone with full plated steel are getting a -7 to hit them.
And you can't get to those 6th level spells and be a multi-class fighter.
Well, you can just read a book if you're an elf, but remember that Tensor's Transformation gives you fight as a fighter equal to your magic user level, but you're stuck with only using daggers.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that
it's normally by itself a pretty bad spell, Tensor's Transformation. I would actually say it's probably the weakest 6th level spell. But if you have other stuff to prep with it, it's actually pretty good. However, there is one actual fatal flaw. You have Fire Sealed up. 1 cone of cold and the dream is over. Because you take double damage, it's not reflected.
Yeah, but what are the chances somebody has Cone of Cold prepared?
Also, anyone with a Frostbrand sword would also do that, since it'd be do double damage and not reflect.
Oh, what are the chances? There's just no way.
At the very least,
Cone of Cold is a great spell, though.
I will put into one of my campaigns somewhere a Hulk Hogan who is more than willing to bear body wrestle characters to the ground with magic.
Oh yeah,
I think it will be fun and funny,
the
because
one
very
problem
few
with the
people actually
full
watch these
setup
videos.
Is 6. You need 6 rounds of casting, just various spells, and the order is important because Mirror Image, Fire Sealed, and Tensor's Transformation all have round-based duration. Everything else is in turns. Well, other than Haste. You need to start with Enlarge, since that's in turns. Same thing with Strength. So you are going to be... You only have 8 rounds at full strength. So you need to be ready for a fight. You need to know that a fight is coming soon. And you still have 6 rounds of prep time. That is its utter flaws. If someone interrupts you in the middle of it, you always finish with Tensor's Transformation, since it says the shortest duration. It knows you can't cast spells while it's going.
Okay, so he'll need a lot of mooks to kind of stand between him and his chamber where he gets ready.
The biggest problem with the setup is that you need to set it up, and it takes a long time, and it's risky because of that.
It takes as long to set up as it lasts.
Yep.
But then you can fist fight an Ultra Demon who's got 110% magic resistance.
Yeah, the main benefit is you're a wizard and you don't care about magic resistance.
I like that.
And there's canonically +7 daggers in Moswell's that Gary has run.
So you can get pretty tough.
So
Now, somebody was asking about the spells for their first level illusionist.
Yes.
I have my notes here. You ready?
Perfect.
Okay, read illusionist magic.
Yeah.
Detect illusion.
Ooh.
Hypnotism.
Ooh.
And change self.
Neat.
Yeah, I had to go dig through my notebooks. It took me 5 minutes. Like, why? I have to make everything digital, but then I look at the stack of notebooks that have to digitize and I cry.
And when Carberry mentioned that someone took the early out at work, he meant it.
All right, so
Well, he's in Alaska, right? So
He's
Yeah.
at least 2 hours
It's what, like-
behind us.
it's still only 4 o'clock for him. I don't know.
He might still be getting out soon, but we should get some prep work done.
we're gonna get some prep work done. So, what do you guys want to do? It's bright and early in the morning. Like I said, just right at dawn, you see a spelljammer head west, and you're hearing these stories with your breakfast. By the way, the typical breakfast in the city is a typical breakfast in the countryside. It's a unleavened oat cake fried in sheep tallow,
Yum.
a bit of short beer, a mug of hot tea, and because you guys are traveling and paying, a nice slice of beef sausage.
So Merrin is inclined to eat quickly. He wants to figure out where his man went, but he also doesn't really have a good idea how the hell to go about
So
finding
the
someone
original
in the city.
OZ plan that Carberry proposed is they actually gave us the location for the meeting.
Oh, good. Okay, that was my question. Is did they tell us?
So the
where to meet
plan
or how to
is
contact
we're
them?
going to meet them, and we're going to refuse to tell them anything until we have proof that our pal is alive. And then once he's
We're
there,
not
and we
taking
see,
no fingers either. We got to see him.
yeah, yes, if they send us fingers, then we're not saying anything.
Mm-hmm.
And once we see him, we just kill everyone there and just get him back.
Yep. Okay, if we can get Merrin then to
And
the place.
our plan is, if we're expecting an ambush, but we're going to ambush them.
If at all possible. Yep.
The whole counter ambush trick.
Yes. So that is the plan. We're going to actually follow through with the notes they gave us on how to meet them. And let's see how that stakes out.
Well, the great thing is the notes are pretty straightforward. You guys are here in the River District.
Yep.
You take the Great Bridge across to the South District, and then the gate through into the Low District. And then there's the where the road from the Cavalry Gate meets the road to the Pauper Gate meets. That's a trade circle right there. That's one of the big markets. West of that, in one of the alleys, you're supposed to go to a pawnbroker and go to the large alley in front of the pawnbroker, and you should be there before noon, and you'll see everything you need.
Did everyone hear that all right? Because my voice stuff cut out, but I heard him over the door.
We heard him.
Yeah, I heard him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is this my problem? Okay. All right.
And depending on how loudly you're hearing him, it might just be that it's knocking him out because
Yeah,
he
it's
thinks
probably-
you're talking.
I'm about to say my voice is probably knocking out what
Me?
you're hearing over the
Yeah.
mic.
Yeah.
So long as everyone else can hear him, that's great.
I haven't had any problems.
Okay, good. All right. So it sounds to me like we should
This way, I
follow
mean,
those.
that's a pretty good walk. That's not a bad walk. So, you guys have 2-3 hours to kill before you have to head that way if you want to do something else.
Yeah, did they say come alone or
No, they said
How
bring the
many-
party. Yeah,
bring the whole party, bring the police?
I don't know about
No,
that.
they said no guards. They did say
They
that.
said no guardsmen, etc.
Hmm.
Oh, so I say we bring the whole crew because the last thing we need is we save that guy and to kidnap another guy.
Yep.
Oh, I'm on board with bringing the whole crew.
All right. So let's get a Saken. Obviously, Carberry's character is coming with us because he's probably going to be sewing up at just a moment.
Yep.
Right. So you guys are bringing Carberry guys with you.
Yep.
So you start heading that way, and it's actually time to do a couple of encounter checks in the city.
Oh, goodness. Because we're a large armed group wandering around.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, out of curiosity, how much does the Iron Cobra weigh? Because I don't know if we want that just kind of slithering through the streets.
The Iron Cobra weighs 10 pounds.
10 pounds? Cool. We're gonna throw that into Molly's pack there, and just yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Take it along. Good idea. All right, so now the Great Bridge is a marvel of engineering. It resembles Old Bridge, but much larger, but it's not nearly as magically done. It's just really top-notch dwarven engineering.
Is it older than the city, or was it built for the city?
It was
The
built for
city, the built for the city.
Okay, because Old Bridge is
And-
older than Seaward, right?
Yeah, it's
Old
miles.
Bridge is older than the Elven kingdoms, yeah. According to the elves, when their scouts first came here, there was the road and the bridge, and they don't know who built it.
Love it.
All right, so you guys get to the bridge. The only thing you see unusual about the bridge is at the very peak of the arch, right in the middle of the river span. There's guard posts for guards to stand at both ends, and here in the span in the middle, there is an extremely tall human in armor talking to one of the guards. The human is dressed in full plate and has a cover on his shield on his back. He's got a kite shield. And he's talking to him earnestly about the upcoming jousting season. And he's got a bit of a crowd around him. And it's obvious that they're just some joust aficionados.
Is he
This
wearing all
happens.
white?
The tall man?
Yes.
Yes, and he has a snow white sword on his hip.
See, I was re-listening to all the recordings today, so
It's kind of
You
weird to
probably
meet him
recognize
twice.
this guy. As a matter of fact, as you guys get closer, he's gonna. Yeah, gentlemen, you see you made it to the city safely.
we have indeed, sir.
I'm glad to see that you're doing better. Will you be coming to the tourney this spring? The grand tourney at the end of the spring?
Potentially.
He looks to Soren for that. Like,
Oh, if the party's willing to hang around, Soren would love to compete.
Merrin kind
But
of
say,
nods.
he goes. It looks like you have the eye of a jouster, the wrist of one. If you can joust, you should come.
I absolutely plan to if I'm in town.
If you're in town, well, I look forward to seeing you then. And he looks back at the guard. Well, Tomas, I'll see you again soon. Give my best to your mother. And he starts heading north across the bridge.
That's toward us, right?
Yeah, towards you guys. You guys are heading south towards your rendezvous.
Oh, we're crossing the bridge. I didn't realize we were crossing. Okay.
Interesting. Well then. Terrifying that happened twice. Certainly, I'm just shocked he has never dragged us along one of his zany adventures.
This is actually just a continuation of the last encounter.
He said to Dismas that his time was coming, right? That was Dismas. He said that.
No,
Bill.
that was Sam.
Oh,
Because here's the problem with Lion is just every time he there's a small chance he needs your help, but just a little something involved in the plane. It's just a small thing, just fighting 4 champions or something. I don't know.
just hold him off. While
God, I love this campaign.
Actually, the last time Lion requested a favor from somebody that owed him one, they actually had to raid the British Museum on this planet to steal back an elven sword that had been stolen from the Egyptian pyramids by a British explorer.
What?
Yes, just wait.
So yeah, that the British Museum will steal anything.
No, and when they came back, they had to stop on a demi-plane in between our real-world universe and Seaward to have a fight with a Cambion riding a demon bull that was a double hit dice Gorgon that instead of turning to stone sprayed an acid breath that did 66 points of damage, save for half.
Oh yeah, that's the same fight where Lou Pulsar played his 14th level Ranger, and he had the easy fighting 2 Mezzodemons at the same time.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Yeah, they got ambushed by a mercenary crew of interdimensional raiders with the Cambion as their boss. And the average party level was 12th or higher?
Yeah, there's a 14th level ranger, 2 14th level magic users, a 14th level paladin, a 12th level monk, and a 17th level thief.
And the 2 wizards just had to deal with the huge ancient black dragon, Shadow Dragon.
It was also a necromancer.
That's
Yeah.
Incredible.
At the end of the fight, everyone was alive, but nobody had double-digit hit points left.
Still one of the funniest stories I've ever heard. And how the Rangers survived was he managed to get in a space in a ruined M1 Abrams tank so that only one Mezzodaemon at a time could fight him.
fighting in a museum.
But yeah, that's the last time Lion took anyone on a grandiose adventure, and honestly, I'm terrified the next time he takes someone on one.
Alright.
Anyway, we continue going.
Alright, so you continue on. You get across to the south side. The guard there does warn you. He gives you a pass. Each one of you gets a little token, and he says you have to give it back when you cross the bridge. It's that, or you have to pay a copper penny. To go north across the bridge is a copper penny without the token that you came across the bridge the same day.
Yeah, we can do that.
Let's see here.
Right?
Gotta check Merrin's Merrin's magic items. He might be able to get around that for Nelvin.
And
It's a
at this
penny.
point,
It's a copper.
yeah,
piece.
you guys are in the South District, and who's got the highest charisma, roughly?
Probably a
Soren?
nobleman.
You would think that, but it might not be true. I'm only 14.
Only 14. I have 11. Okay, I'm at my henchman.
6.
Limit, okay.
I think Dismas might be higher, but we'll go with the 14 for now.
Is Dismas
I know.
also a nobleman?
No, he's a.
He does not have enhanced
Scholar.
stand-in, so even if he has a 15, he still have a better reaction adjustment.
Okay. I just know that Carberry picks his characters by their charisma, pretty much.
Okay, but that's because he's smart and knows what the best stat is in the game.
So I wouldn't doubt if he's a 15 or 16 or.
Okay, so let that go on, and I just want to. There it is. There we go. Finally, it took me a second to find that for. Walking right up to him is a lovely young woman. She looks to be about 20 years old, 1921. She's very well dressed, shapely, long auburn hair, and let's see, and some of the prettiest bright blue eyes you've ever seen. They're so pale blue they're almost gray. She dressed like she's the daughter of a very minor noble or a prosperous merchant. Very small. She's only 4'10", and she seems rather demure. And she says, "Excuse me, sir, gentlemen, the two of you you're gentlemen, correct? Noblemen?"
Yes, ma'am. What can we do for you?
Well, it's a strange thing. My manservant, my valet, was taken. And I was told that I had to give certain information to the people to get him back. And I'm very nervous about going to where I'm supposed to meet them. And I don't know if I should do this, but I'm very concerned. I'm alone in the city. And I have no chance to get him a hold of my father in time. He's still in Timberlake. But I recognize you as gentlemen, and I see that you have men of the cloth with you. Would you be kind enough to help me get my manservant back?
One moment.
One moment, Sam.
Yeah, I'm just getting something confirmed real quick.
Okay. By chance, where did they ask you to go? Perhaps we're headed the same way.
I'm supposed to go to the alley behind a pawn shop west of the market here.
Ah,
Pray tell, if it's not too sensitive, what information were they seeking from you?
Well, they're asking for the location of the green and black pool, but I don't know what that means.
just a moment.
How unusual. We've also been asked for knowledge of the green and black pool, and one of our men was taken, and neither do we have any knowledge of it.
So-
Excuse me, madam. You
Yes?
said that you're alone in this city, correct?
Oh yes. I was here looking for my aunt is coming in from across out of the Dawn Sea in 2 days.
Very fascinating. May I ask why you are sealed against scrying then?
Oh, and she pulls out from under her blouse a hedge mage's charm, an advanced charm. She goes, "This was given to me by my father, so that to keep me safe from all sorts of charming magics."
Most fascinating, most fascinating. Well, you see, my cleric, my great follower of the cloth here, he is analyzing a couple things to make sure that there is safety for you in the near future, and unfortunately, it's being prevented by that amulet. He's trying to make sure that you're safe and secure. If you could briefly take that off so we can ensure that you have the utmost safety, that'd be wonderful.
Well, I would be very nervous because this is my father said that I should never take it off because it was to keep me safe. And she fumbles with it a little bit, and I want everyone to roll it. Hold it. You got a ranger or a soldier in the group? Anybody?
We
There's a
got a
soldier in the
ranger
group.
and a soldier.
Then give me a D6.
Okay, I'll roll it because it's my henchman. Hey, listen, if you're getting absolutely no reading from the detect evil, as in abnormal 0, we're not surprised because we're only surprised on a 1.
You're not. It doesn't shock you when you see there's a flickering around the edges of her image, and whoever it is a woman, but she doesn't look like that, and she doesn't look like anybody you've ever seen. The reason that she's 4'10" is that she's got a hunchback and a halt leg. She's all gnarled and twisted with one of the ugliest faces you've ever seen. She's wearing a helmet and full plate. But even through that, you can see that her face has been badly burned and scarred with cuts. The armor is dented, scratched, covered in rust and patches of mold. And she has a jet black scimitar at her hip. And this sort of is obviously flickering this to let you see it. All right, you fools. I'll play your game. You could have saved yourself a world of trouble and told me where the pool is, but here in public, go deal with the thieves. When you're done telling them, they'll tell me. But in the meantime, I tell you this. The sky shall go dark, and the ground shall tremble. And then with her illusion firmly back in place, she strolls off towards the city guards.
Nuh-uh.
The sky shall go dark and what?
And
The ground shall tremble.
Hey, you have a duty. Oh, wait, no, see, it's a non-detection effect. What can we do? There ain't no way we're letting her go.
Yeah. For a second, I thought that maybe my illusionist had dispel illusion, but he does not. And he prepped hypnotism anyway.
Oh, and by the way, every single one of you, I was going to send this as a private note, but it doesn't make any sense. Upon looking at her face, all you could think of was the yawning of the grave, the smell of putrefaction. Somehow, you instinctively know that she's a necromancer.
I pointed her and shout loudly, necromancer, and tell my cleric to do the same.
Merrin's got his sword fully pulled.
We can't let her go. We have to kill her. Even if we get arrested, she has to die. I attack.
Initiative.
Initiative.
All right.
1.
5.
4.
Oh boy.
Okay.
A necromancer.
Me.
I guess she could be some sort
She
of
throws the illusion off, and you all have to make a saving throw versus fear.
Okay. No.
Nah, I
I don't know if that works for Merrin.
No.
Nope.
Oh, my
Oh, there it
ranger
is.
made it. And my cleric
No.
made
No.
Mullen doesn't make it.
it. Heck, you rolled a
Okay.
1.
Yeah, so Soren doesn't make it.
If you failed it,
Kai
your
got a
initiative
12.
of the first round is automatically 10.
Yikes.
Kai got a 12, and so
He's
Guy didn't
fine.
make it.
He has cleric saves.
Oh, cleric save.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kai's fine. I forgot he's not first level.
what column should I be looking at? Paralyzation or death magic
Spell.
or spell?
Spell.
Spell. Okay.
I rolled a 2, so I ain't making it. Big Tom didn't make it. My monk didn't make it. My ranger made it with a 19, though.
Then I don't think Kai made it then, because he's
Yeah,
he
Kai
needs
didn't
a
make it. He's a
14.
religious brother. He didn't make
Yeah,
it.
he needs a 14 against spell.
Oh, that means my cleric also didn't make it since he also has the same saving throw bracket.
Elad Hell made it. Zamfir made it. So both my mages made it. And then what table should I look at for the summoner?
Summoner is
Yeah.
considered to be an arcane spellcaster, so magic user.
Okay, he won't make it though.
Okay.
Okay, so just my 2 mages can act on 4. Everyone else is on 10.
Okay. So,
Oh, my ranger acts on 1.
your ranger acts on 1. Your ranger makes a saving throw versus charm.
Okay, he's gonna roll to hit with his broadsword.
No. He has to make a second saving throw versus charm now.
He makes it with an 18.
Okay, he saves from the gaze attack that she has. Go ahead.
14 from a 4th level ranger?
No.
Okay. We gotta kill her. We gotta make the people know. She's a problem. Where's her altar? What is he doing here?
Okay.
I love Samson.
So, look at this. 1, 2.
Everyone else, I guess, who rolled that 19?
That was
Yeah.
Elad Hell.
She emits a weird ululating cry. Very high-pitched. And very echoing and very eerie. You can see her mouth making the motions, but the sound seems like it comes from everywhere.
Yeah.
And her shadow stands up and prepares to attack you.
Not allowed to do that.
3.
Oh yeah, what are the town guards doing?
One of the town guards sees this and pulls out a horn and goes. The other guards, seeing what is obviously some spell casting going on, are basically just getting the crowd out of the way. Think kaiju. I think there's a kaiju attack.
Yeah,
there.
and also anyone looking at her
That's
knows
fair.
she's a necromancer, so I'm guessing the crowd is just running.
The crowd is just broken with fear and taking off everywhere.
Because the last time there was a necromancer within sight of the city of Seaward, it was 55 years ago, and we all know who his name is.
You gonna say it out loud?
Not yet! I'm gonna wait till I roll the hit, and then I'm gonna ask a very important question to her.
Okay, 4. Okay,
4. I've got a
who's-
magic missile on 4.
Oh, nice.
Okay, who's gonna be closest? I hate to say it. I would say Carberry is closest, but it's gonna be
It's my ranger.
Rogue. It'll be Ranger closest because he's attacked.
Thieves.
Merrin and Molly both failed, so they go on 10.
Okay.
All right. magic missile.
Ranger's armor class.
0. He's wearing my old +3 plate mail that I don't need.
Yeah, he takes a point of damage and loses 4 points of strength.
Oh, okay. Oh,
What's
Does
the
my
chance
magic
that
missile
nice
hit?
paladin comes back over to the bridge to help us?
The nice paladin.
5.
Did the magic missile have any effect?
Oh, go ahead and give me the damage on the magic missile.
3.
How much?
3 points.
Gotcha. 3 points. Okay.
And Eladhel's just looking around to make sure that is that shadow moving to engage us or
Oh, the shadow is who attacked the ranger.
okay.
It's an actual shadow. Okay.
It's a
Eladhel's
shadow.
Eladhel's looking around, make sure she doesn't have any other support coming.
Well, what you see her do is she reaches off to her side and pulls out a dagger, and the blade of the hilt is dead black, and the blade looks like you're looking through a slit into hell, and you can see fire on the other side. And she moves the dagger. It's like a window into hell moving around.
Oh, okay.
As a matter of fact, the cleric is going to say he recognizes it as a hell hand dagger.
What does that do?
Oh, whenever it hits you, it does an additional D4 of heat damage. If it's a natural 20, the heat damage is a flat 10 points.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Oh.
Could be worse.
It really could. At least we're not
Thanks.
fighting her. Okay.
7. 8. 9. 10.
Okay, everybody else.
Merrin is charging for the
Okay,
necromancer.
anyone who's trying to attack melee has to make a saving throw versus spell.
Made it.
Made it.
Soren's trying to attack melee. Soren does not make his saving throw versus
Big
spell.
Tom.
So
I'm
what
gonna
happens?
ask Big Tom to fight
That second
the
roll is
shadow
for
to try to
Molly.
get-
I don't think
get
an
rid of
11
it.
works for a 5th man at arms.
Anybody that failed, she's far too pitiful and sad for you to attack. You just can't bring yourself to fight her. Poor thing.
Yeah, that fits.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
exactly what Soren would think.
Can Merrin get
Roger,
into melee range?
Oh, yeah, you can dogpile if you want to.
Yep. I'm going to hit. I'm gonna roll to hit.
Gotta check if he has any adjustment to attack. He does not.
Full plates. Armor type 1.
A full plate and shield.
Okay.
Shoot, I forgot
By
about
the way,
that part.
her helmet looks like a stooping dragon with its wings down over her face. Now
I need
that
to
it's,
confirm something actually.
So
It's armor type 2.
Armor type 1.
0.
Hubert,
0. Yes.
Hubert,
I don't know what this is gonna if this is gonna hit or not. Then I think that hits. I hope
He
that
did.
hits.
That looks
All
like a
right.
hit, right?
I rolled at 20 total.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
guys, with her shield and sword, her armor class is -6. Do your own math.
Okay, I don't hit.
Merrin is using his his dagger a +4 against spellcasters.
Oh, good choice.
I don't hit. I need a 10 or higher to hit her. I don't hit this round because I rolled a 20. Wait, no. The armor class. I need to actually check the Dungeon Master's Guide for weird tables that no one uses.
Which table?
The Thaco table for fighter.
Oh yeah, you should.
I see.
Yeah, you hit because you scattered enough.
Yeah, I actually got the scatter. Okay. C takes. Let's see. Big damage. Let's go.
Yeah, you're like a level 6 or 7 fighter, aren't you?
6th.
Yeah, you
C
totally.
takes 14 points minimum damage.
Okay.
And then Big Tom is going to attack the shadow.
Is
Okay,
Mullen
Big Tom,
able to
roll it.
attack the shadow despite having failed her attack or failed her save?
You can attack. Anyone failed to save against her can attack the shadow.
Okay.
Yes.
Can turn to fight the shadow.
In that
Okay,
case,
Big Tom fighting the shadow, 4th level fighter equivalent. 23 total.
It hit.
Roderick, 5th level courtier, with a 14.
14 hits from him. Shadow's actually easy to hit.
9 damage on the shadow.
Okay. 9 on the shadow.
Roderick, what are you armed with? Okay.
Oh, so that is from a magic weapon. I gave Big Tom my old long sword.
Oh, I remember that.
3 damage from Roderick if it doesn't take a magic
So
weapon.
it's taken 12 damage.
It does take a magic weapon. It does not take a magic weapon to hurt a shadow. So
My monk will hit it with his plus. Will hit the shadow with his +3 staff.
go.
That did. All right.
23 total. What the?
Wow, he hit the heck out of it. Do your damage.
And 9 points.
It's dead. Well, it goes.
Okay.
Her shadow turns back into her shadow.
What? She gets her shadow back after all of that. That's not fair.
And my cleric is going to actually, he's gonna throw a flask of holy water on her
Oh.
because
We
if
lost
he misses
Sam.
with grenade like scatter, it doesn't damage any of us.
Yeah, roll.
20 to hit.
All right, you hit.
How much damage does holy water do?
To a necromancer? 2d4.
8 points.
Oi!
Dude.
Whoa.
He rolled fire.
Okay. Anybody else
Natural
on
20
10?
and max damage.
Who did that?
The cleric.
Man deserves a bonus. Okay.
He is
He'll
going to
get
get a
it.
bonus for throwing hands with a necromancer.
All right. Anybody else on 10? Is that everybody?
That's everybody.
Everyone.
Yes, it is.
Round initiative.
Okay, if somebody started
4.
casting a spell on 10 that takes multiple segments, it'll just finish
3.
It'll finish the next round.
at
Correct.
the appropriate
Yep.
time in the next round. Okay.
1. You hear a horrible screech from above you, and stooping down towards you is a hideous creature.
Uh-huh.
Even from here, you can see it stitched together from the bodies of 12 or 13 different monsters with big leathery wings. And it's flying down rapidly towards you guys. 2.
Hey, Merrin, start shooting at that thing. You get it to half hit points, can't fly.
I'm gonna need to disengage to do that, probably.
With your bow and arrow, you gotta just start firing with your bow.
Yeah, I'll risk it.
Okay, who hit her for the most damage? That was
The cleric, but you can't get to him. Actually, me, I did 14
that
points.
was you. What's armor class?
4, sadly enough.
We're on 3 now?
We are going. We're on 2 still. Hold on.
I thought I missed it.
And she hits you for 12 points of damage with the Hellhound dagger. Hellhand dagger. 3.
All right,
Hubert
Merrin
finishes
is
his
just-
light spell. He would
Merrin's
like to-
gonna grab for his bow and fire up at the monster above.
Monster's really close. Anybody else on 3? Melee attacks?
Act next
Hubert-
round. Next
Hubert's
segment.
Light spell.
Okay,
goes
the
up on
creature
3.
grabs her.
Stop. Dead.
Does a
Yeah,
14 hit the monster? Plus 2 arrows?
14 hit the monster. The 14 does hit the monster to do the damage.
All right. 3 points damage. Bleh.
And then Eck, one of his henchmen's casting a light spell.
Yeah, Hubert finishes his light spell. He was going to hit the shadow with it, but he'll try to get it to stick to the monster's
Damage
face.
plus 2 arrows? Yes,
Okay.
I do. Okay.
17 saving throw. Okay, so the creature lights up, but not its eyes. It grabs her and starts to fly away.
Well, nothing we can really do with that. Do we have anything that can help with that?
How far away are they?
You
I don't
can
know.
get 3 more arrows off before they dive
Okay,
over the
let's
edge
start-
of the wall.
We gotta start hitting her with ranged weapons. Okay, so Big Tom's crossbow.
What happens if you web a flying creature? No, it
Does
won't.
that
You
anchor
can't web
points?
anything in the air. It has to have anchors.
Yeah, there's nothing to put it between.
2 hits from the bow.
Damage.
2d6 plus 4. 13 points.
Ooh, 13 points.
Good hits.
Big Tom's crossbow. 10 from a 4th level fighter?
No,
Let's see
not
what
on this
Molly
thing.
has.
Okay, I don't have any ranged weapons. The Ranger in his composite sword bow. He gets 4 attacks.
He gets 3 attacks.
I got nothing from Mullen. Or Molly.
Let's see. 15, 15, and 14 from a 4th level fighter.
All hit. All hit.
10 points. Is it at half or less so it falls?
No, not even close.
Uh,
It dives over the wall towards the river, and they're gonna get away. But you did just hurt Zathara the Corrupt and her servants.
One of the apprentices of what's his face, the Felled Lord.
Well, you're gonna learn. She calls her name to you, but you've never heard of her before.
Oh no!
New necromancer, Joy.
Okay.
As soon as she's out of sight, by the way, the charm effect wears off, and you guys had been charmed when you got close.
This is why I don't
Alright,
like
see-
playing necromancers.
So you guys have to take a quick break because suddenly, riding up on a horse is one of them is the assistant marshal, and he wants to ask you guys what the heck just happened.
Necromancer.
So he's going to take about 30 minutes to talk to you guys, and he's like maybe more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the last time there was a necromancer within sight of the walls of the city was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Well, he's like, well, you know what? You're gonna have to come up to the lighthouse in the East District and stay with me. We may have to wait. We may have to wait for the King's men to come talk to you guys. It might be tomorrow or the day after.
We've got a meeting with some people who.
Actually, no. We need to.
Can lead
Do we
with
need to
the
explain that our
necromancer.
henchmen that one of our men has been kidnapped?
Yeah.
Merrin will be protesting, but I have a man missing. I need to go look for him.
A man missing? What do you mean? Tell me what's going on.
One of our men
Sure,
was taken
Bill,
by
but
the,
in
by
sight
the
of
free
authority.
men,
Yeah, the Brotherhood of Free Men has kidnapped one of our sworn men.
and they were in league with
Was
the
this part of that
necromancer. The
thing? Was this
necromancer
this necromancer involved in that?
It seems no. She wanted to seemingly.
she said
knew
she said
about
she
their
would
plot,
get the same information that they were trying to get through them.
probably by killing them.
Possibly.
Or
possibly.
torturing them
Maybe
to
she
death,
just
probably.
wanted to cut out the middleman and not have to pay them their reward.
Yeah. But as far as we can tell, actually, yeah, that's probably the safe bet. Is the Brotherhood of Free Men desperate consulted with a necromancer for some reason? Is our fear.
We're happy to.
Now, this is
convince the men, but
unfounded
we
until we can find proof, of course.
It was, well, you have a cleric with you? Do you have a ranger with you?
Yes, in a ranger.
If you swear the oath that you'll meet with us and tell us what happened, I'll let you go for your men.
Yes, we will do so.
All right.
Now, before we get going, I need my cleric to cast some healing spells. He needs to cast 2 Cure
Yeah,
Life.
heal
I
up,
got
guys.
hit for a lot of damage. Okay, I'm fine. I'm down to 3. I can live with that. Okay, let's keep going, boys.
Good thing we left early.
Okay, Carberry's still working. He told us to keep playing.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
He missed the fun of almost dying to a necromancer.
All right. That's fun.
I really
Yes.
did not like that encounter. I really did not like that one.
City's bad.
And nobody likes the city.
Yeah, you go, walk 5 steps in the city, find a necromancer. Bill's never going back to Seaward City.
Oh, Bill already didn't like Seaward City, waking up in the morning, looking out his window, and there's a fiery eye on the horizon.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
too. Like
Merrin
Bill is
and
just
Molly
not
are
having-
like, yeah, no, we don't really. If we can not return, we'd like to not return.
like we're gonna be going on that boat oared by Zini and going to a distant land after this because I don't want to be in this place no more.
Well, you guys make it to the alley, and the pawnbroker shop is there. It's got the standard pawnbroker symbols, and lounging around out front is a woman. She's dressed in rags. She's got a crutch right next to her. She's got a little begging bowl out. Alms, alms for beggars, alms for the poor.
So I guess we should just. I don't know. What should we do, boys?
Well, Soren will toss a copper coin, even though he's pretty sure she's just part of the guild.
Oh, a kind man, a kind man. She laboriously gets up and gets her crutch under her left armpit, and hobbles along. They told me to take you to where you can meet some fellas. Come with me.
Yes.
And she limps off She goes off north a little bit and goes down a narrow alley. And you see the alley opens up into like sort of a courtyard between several stores and places.
Mm-hmm.
And this is obviously where it takes stuff in and out of the back. There's 6 or 7 winding passages, barely wide enough for one person, leading into this large area. She comes in and sort of steps off to the side. And on the other side, you see Nelvin sitting on a box. His hands are tied. He's got a gag in his mouth. There's 6 thugs standing around, all of them with clubs out, and one very well-dressed man. He's got the pencil mustache, the slick back black hair. He's dressed in fancy black leather armor, and he's literally juggling 3 daggers.
Okay.
And he goes, "So, here's your man, safe and sound. You tell us how we can get to the green and black pool, and we'll walk away."
Before we do that, I must ask you, why were you consulting with necromancers?
Necromancers? What are you talking about?
And necromancers said that he would gain information from you, regardless of what we did.
Listen, I'm not going to tell you who we're dealing with, but nobody in this city would ever deal with a necromancer.
Can you say the same for all of your men?
My men do what I tell them and nothing else. None of these guys would talk to and you see the guys, no, necromancer, no, not up to the Dead War. My granny was killed by Tathan's armies.
All right. Well, boys,
how many
they
of
gave
us?
us assurance. We at least can tell the king's men that, and I just SARS at him.
Initiative.
Combat.
It's 8 scoundrels with clubs and daggers.
Ah, dang! I rolled a 6, but I'm sorry.
I got a 1.
I was thinking about warning him a necromancer was going to be coming after him, but they won't be able to do anything about it after we're done with them.
What's the range?
The range is going to be 60 feet.
60 feet? I'm going to use my bow.
Okay.
In fact, it's out of range for most daggers, unless he has daggers of throwing.
Speaking of which,
oh no!
1.
You'll have
One.
Merrin goes.
I'm Sarzin.
Okay, who said they're getting their bow out on 1?
Merrin.
Okay.
He'll be using regular arrows for this. I don't think we need to use.
What's your armor
specials.
class without dex or shields, sir?
Armor class without dex or shields. Modded all the way down. That is AC 4.
Okay. So both of the daggers he throws arcing through the air hit you, and you take a total of 6 points of damage.
6
And
points
then
of
after
damage?
they hit you,
Alright.
after they hit you, they fly up in the air, and it looks like they're going to be going back to him over time, but not right away.
All right.
Is
Mullen
this
is
actually
charging.
daggers? This is the head guy.
Yeah, that's daggers.
Man, I would be so shocked if daggers they didn't use daggers. Like, imagine if this is actually like his second man, and daggers just uses a 2-handed sword, and he's just lying.
Molly is charging
The
with
name's daggers.
utility
Cuts your head
pipe.
off with a gigantic sword.
Molly's charging, you say?
I'm
utility
Sergeant
spear.
too.
Well, if you're charging, you're all going. Everybody charging is going to arrive at a charge speed on segment 3.
Okay.
Okay.
So you
And
get the
then
whole
my
no
monk-
dex, no shield, but a +2 to hit for charging.
My monk will
For me.
stay back and make sure no one's sneaking up on us. My ranger will pull out his composite sword bow and start shooting at the scoundrels.
My two
And Big
clerics
Tom
fight
will
the-
protect the front and get his sword out to stop the scoundrels from Sarzin forth and surrounding the squishy henchman.
Okay. Anybody else do anything on 1 and 2?
Well, Soren and Roderick are charging. Kai, Hubert, and Carrick are staying back with Pelamungus and.
Yep. I'll just roll the second ranged attack as well.
Do it.
You apply that whenever. I don't know if 11 will hit the main guy.
What level are you?
6. No, 7.
That 7 hits. And by the way, your monk, what's his armor class, Sam?
His armor class, he's a 3rd level monk with nothing else. So let me pull up the monk table. He is armor class 8.
He takes 4 points of damage as the lady with the crutch hits him with her crutch.
Well, when it's 4, he's going to strike back.
Okay, 2, 3. Okay, you guys are 4. You're there. 3, you're there. The charges hit.
Can I roll the hit?
Go ahead.
Molly hits. I do not feel bad about this at all.
Okay, daggers gets hit for
6 points damage from
total.
Molly.
How much damage from Molly?
6.
Soren
And-
is hitting AC -1. Roderick is hitting AC
Sam, how much damage did you do?
-2.
1d10 plus 13. One moment, almost there. I do 19 points of damage.
Okay.
What are you using?
The +5 halberd of sharpness. And I have an 1800 strength now. And I'm expert.
Right.
Hey, any other
Right.
hits?
Soren does 9.
9, okay.
Roderick does 4.
So he takes a total of
Quite a bit. 38
And I don't
points.
know
of-
13.
if all of us can't get in there, then we're going after scoundrels.
13, 19. Well, actually, just about. He took 38 points of damage this round.
He
from
did
us.
38 points of damage. Now, he was juggling his daggers. He had tossed the other one up. So all 3 of them are sort of hovering over his head. And he draws out 2 very different, heavier daggers, one in each hand.
And the cut back to the main crew. Let's see what my monk rolls to hit against the lady with the crust.
Correct. Let's go back to the main crew. We're on 3. That's
Let's
4.
see. He's going to be using Yawara mode, so he gets his open hand attacks.
Yep.
Okay. So he 10, 4th level monk.
Halt Annie's armor class. Yeah, he hits.
He takes 8 points.
Okay.
And then my cleric will actually bastard with his mace because he's
Go ahead.
there. And he misses. And then my ranger firing his composite sword bow at the thugs.
Sure.
First arrow, 17.
Damage.
3 points.
Badly hurt.
And then is Big Time able to swing at one of the thugs?
Yeah, he charged into close. He can hit one of the thugs.
Okay. So he's going to get a total of. Just a moment. Let's confirm his strength bonus.
Can Merrin yell out a command to the Iron Cobra?
Of course he can. You can always do that.
He'll point to one of the thugs and say attack, and it'll slither out of Mullen's pack.
Oh, sure. Gotcha. I'll take care of that on the back side here. Hold on.
8 to hit from a 4th level fighter on one of the thugs.
Yeah, go ahead. Armor class 10.
He takes 5 points.
Dead.
Okay. And then on 6, my ranger will get his second arrow.
5. And then
Yep.
6.
On 5,
5.
Brother
Okay,
Hubert, Brother Kai, and Carrick are all swinging at anyone who's in the back group. Is it just the woman?
5.
with the
That's gonna be
stick?
all scoundrels now. Yeah.
The cross woman hit her.
No, I did not hit her.
No.
Merrin will
3,
take
3,
care of
6.
anyone not engaged in the melee shortly.
Yep. And
I'm about to say,
then
we got a bunch of scoundrels on Big Tom now. On 6.
second
One.
arrow, 9 from a 4th level ranger to hit one of the scoundrels.
Go ahead, do your damage.
Okay. 4 points.
Dead.
Okay. So that's 6 of them now.
Big Tom takes 6 points from a club.
Oof. He
Okay.
has 30.
And let's see. And
Looks like
daggers
Ellen
already
Holland's actually
attacked.
better just attack with their melee.
And
weapons.
who else is engaged with the scoundrels?
Are the scoundrels all up with daggers, or are they?
Yeah, they're up with daggers. Big Tom charged over that way with everybody else.
Okay, so the only one back with the squishies is the woman.
Yeah, it's the woman who's using her, who by the way is quite adept with whipping that crutch around.
Okay, Eladhel got a 17 with a dagger. He's a.
Do your damage. I know Elthel. I like nice character.
3. So that would be on the crutch woman.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else? Secondary attacks after 6? The second arrow, that sort of thing? Anybody? Okay. Well, the scoundrels are trying to move around Big Tom and try to get behind the people fighting daggers. Big Tom's, doing his job and maneuvering to try to prevent that. And Halt Annie is the woman with the club. Is continuing with the crutch is continuing to fight. So it's a new round.
New round.
All right.
New round.
1! Yes, and I get 2 attacks this round.
Oh, I'm never gonna get a good roll.
6.
Getting bad initiative usually means that you get good treasure. I don't know what that's about.
Because it's a hard adventure. When initiative roll is so important.
All right, 1.
Okay, me.
Go.
Okay. 20 to hit.
Damage.
Jeez, man.
22 points.
That's on
22
daggers,
points.
right?
Jesus.
On daggers.
So he's got a halberd
He's-
through his chest.
He's at minus 17 hit points. You cut him in half.
It's a weapon to start to see. Yeah, he's just cut in half.
Okay, hold on a second.
Oh, yeah, morale.
Morale. Oh, the poor bastards rolled a 99 base. Hold on.
Did they surrender?
They surrender.
Including Halt
Now-
Annie?
Halt Annie
think
rolls
it-
separate.
I don't think it counts as surrendering if you collapse to the ground whimpering in a heap.
Halt Annie actually tries to fall back fighting down that little alleyway. she's
My
on.
monk whacks her with his Yuara again. 23 to hit.
Damage.
Jeez.
6 points.
She's dead.
All right.
Oh, hello. Little baby girl.
Okay.
Yeah, all the scoundrels just surrender. The leaders are
Dave.
dead.
No,
Oh,
we're
and the
definitely
daggers
taking
fall to
them-
the ground that were in the air.
We're taking them with
Mhm.
us when we go talk to the guards so that they can tell
Yep.
anything they know about this green pool business.
Sure.
Merrin will cut loose his man, check see if he has got any other injuries. Nelvin, that is.
Yep.
So
Nelvin
Bill's
was
very-
roughed up. They did a backstab to subdue, so he's just got a nasty bump on his head. And he's pissed off because they didn't feed him at all. But he's okay otherwise.
Dang, we'll make
Bill.
sure he gets plenty of food when we get back.
Bill, your cleric had to use its detect evil on the.
In fact,
on the
he has
necromancer.
one
Do you-
first level
do you
spell
need me
left.
Do you need Brother Hubert to use a detect evil for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no,
I don't know. I don't know
There's
your
no evil
plan,
there.
but
Okay, since he's not radiating evil, I don't need to cut off his head.
Okay, we're good.
No, Nelvin was just the wrong guy at the wrong time at the wrong time. It was, wrong
You
place.
see, I thought he was a cultist, but that's another story.
Oh no,
Nelvin-
Nelvin's above board.
we're just making sure that it's really you, Nelvin. We never suspected you to begin with.
Oh, it makes sense to me, boss. Makes sense to me.
Now listen here, boys. We just got a huge henchman loyalty boost for all of our henchmen for doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Because saving the life of a henchman and making sure they're at their original state is just a plus 40% to henchman loyalty.
So yeah, Merrin's now riding at plus 80 to level out his, let's see, minus 20. So,
Yeah, you needed that.
yeah.
And Owen went
yeah.
from not so sure about this Merrin fellow to I will die for Merrin.
I know about this guy. Oh, he's all right by me. Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's a little grass around the edges too. Holy shit, man.
So we just took out half of the current Brotherhood of Free Men.
Actually, it took out the 2 highest-ranking members. Yeah.
And yeah, but there's only around 20 members.
Yeah, they sure dedicated a lot of their forces to this, huh?
Well, the senior scoundrel there, a guy named Loeb Frank.
Yeah, tell us everything you need to know.
He's a 3rd-level scoundrel, pretty good in the organization, and he's pretty much saying they're desperate, right? They're down. They keep losing to the Axemen. They didn't have a lot of toughness anyway. Daggers was a good leader and really good to fight, but not the best earner, you know?
Mm.
And the rest guys, the only ones with a good earner is Murtaugh. And Murtaugh was pretty much, they were sure he's just cutting him out and getting ready to run on his own. So they needed a score. And when they heard that the death cult would pay all that money. They figured, and Witch Eye Herald used his magic and his familiar, and said that somebody in your group knew where to get there. So
So,
Who
I have
was
a
this
question.
person who used this magic? What was the name?
Witch Eye Herald.
where is he?
Witch Eye Herald?
Yeah.
Oh, he's probably over with Morto and Erica the Tears over hanging out with Black Betsy at her place, waiting to hear the
Who would that
word.
be?
Oh, at the brothel over just in the East District here, closest to the cavalryman.
Thank you for your for telling us so honestly of all of this. We'll make sure that you get a lighter sentence than your fellows.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but you killed Daggers before he could fight back effectively. It's a real shame.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. He certainly seemed like a very skilled opponent.
But
Now-
off table, he was a dual class 5/6 fighter thief.
Oh
Thanks for
goodness,
daggers.
that's terrifying. Actually.
Yeah, but you gang rushed him and ganked him before he could fight.
Now,
Oh no.
I'm going to very, very importantly ask this fellow though that this lighter sentence hinges on this very important point.
Sure.
What did they know about the necromancer that was here?
We'd never have anything to do with a necromancer. I mean,
Do you think the hand axe men would have something to do with a necromancer?
The Axemen? Oh, I can't imagine they'd have anything to do with. Nobody in the entire kingdom would have anything to do with. I mean, nobody has anything to do with them anyway.
Except the death cult.
And of course,
Well-
you were desperate.
Maybe, but I can't imagine. I mean, a necromancer? I mean, we all know maybe the death cult answers to a necromancer in the background, but it's different, you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you know, most death cultists, they do rites for the dead and all that stuff, and they hang out with the orcs and they
You're
tell
not
you
making a
this-
compelling story about not... Anyway. However, we will let you have that lighter sentence since you and your men continuously say to know nothing about the necromancer that was in the city.
No, but he tells you how to get the big brothel, but he's like, I got nothing to do with it. I'm out of here. You fought a
No.
necromancer? You saw a necromancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't want to go anywhere because she's going to think that you know something. She's going to come after you.
That's why you
Yeah,
want
I
to go
want-
to the guard.
I want a nice guard cell. I want to cell deep inside a dungeon where it's surrounded by paladins.
Oh, we can definitely get that arranged for you to keep you safe.
That's the plan.
So we're going to turn these guys in.
All right, the guards first thing are like, "Where's the rest of your crew?" And he's like, "They're in the brothel, like I told them."
And we're going to go to that location to deal with them.
We'll have them shortly.
Yeah. Well, does the guard want us to go to the brothel?
Well, he doesn't care what you guys do. You're citizens. He's gonna go tell his boss.
Well, we promised we would come back. Does that
Yep.
violate?
Well,
They don't know
haven't
that.
The thing is you got until sunset to get over there. And the crazy thing is that brothel is only a couple blocks from that where you're
Let's
supposed to go.
go.
Yeah, like look, Baron's like, take them. We gotta
Before
go.
we do, let's have Vic Tom be healed with a cure minor. Okay, he's mostly better, and let's get my monk healed with a cure minor. He's mostly better.
Okay.
Okay, my crew's ready to go. Let's go, boys.
So you're walking down the street, minding your own business on a nice sunny day. It's almost noon.
Why
You
you
gotta say it-
why you gotta say it like that, Rick?
What? It's a beautiful day.
The fear of
Sure.
necromancer in town is still
Necromancer to come back
ringing
around.
through Bill. He's still shaking from just fighting a necromancer.
And in this part of town, there's a lot of guys out shilling stuff. They're selling apples, shoe shine, all this. They're trying to make money off the troops. And the bordello, the brothel, is obvious. You know, it's decorated. It's nicer. There's balconies and there's ladies out sunning themselves on the second floor, that sort of thing. And I need that ranger to give me another D6.
Okay. That was the wrong die, just a moment.
Hey, not a D4.
There we go.
He's like, boss, look! And one of the women is just finishing casting a spell. Initiative.
1, yay!
How do you do that?
Hey, listen, I roll a 5 on my surprise, I roll a 1 on my initiative. What can I say?
All
Listen.
right.
2.
Listen, if this is the D&D world, you will see the craziest people walking down the street. Think about the fact that Bill has the manacles of the oppressed. This means he's not wearing a shirt this whole time. He is just walking around shirtless.
With
That's why you're
iron
HP4.
manacles, with
True,
iron
true.
bands riveted to his wrists. Yes.
While carrying gigantic halberds.
All right. As a matter of fact, you look just like an extra from a Shaw Brothers film from the 1970s.
And then, like, surrounding him are dudes in plate mail, sane mail, and also a monk.
All right, so
loaded to
1.
bear. Me! Okay, my
I
ranger
need
hands will shoot.
you, your ranger, your monk, and your cleric to make a saving throw as a stinking cloud appears around you. Pamf.
I fail. Ah, it's save versus magic?
Magic.
6th level fighter. Let's see what my save is.
Was it just against Sam and his men, or was that against all
Just
of
those
us?
guys, the stinking cloud isn't that big, and you guys are spread out in the street.
Where is that save and throw table? Here we go. Fighter, 6th, magic. No! If I was a 9th level fighter, if I was playing my 9th level paladin, he would have easily made it. Let's see. No, the monk didn't make it, and my ranger makes it. So did I roll for Big Tom as well?
Please do roll for Big Tom, thank you.
He fails it, so my ranger gets out.
Did your monk make a save?
No. Well, 6th level cleric, because monk save is clerics, no.
Okay, if you saved, you stagger out of the cloud instantly and you're helpless for the rest of the round. If you failed, you're stuck in the cloud for a while.
Hey, Merrin, you have that helm of underwater accent?
Yeah.
Get us out of there, because you're not affected by the cloud with the helm on.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, you can go ahead and drag them out. Once they're out, they're only helpless for one more round while they cough it out.
So my ranger
We'll get that-
will shoot an
we'll get that
arrow at the
accomplished.
lady who just finished casting a spell.
Okay, 1.
The first arrow, 10 from his 4th level ranger.
That's going to... That's actually going to glance away in midair
Dang.
as a shield spell gets in the way.
Oh, armor class 4 against missile weapons.
All right, and then at the same time... No, it's 2 against missile weapons, it's 4 against melee. And then at the same time, one of the people idling at the front draws a bastard sword and she starts charging you guys. 2.
I'll be here to help next round, boys. As you wait.
Soren's there to engage her, but he won't be able to go till 4.
Mullen
3.
will be serving as
Set
interference.
for SARS. Do you have a spear?
Or
Do you have
Molly.
a pike?
Yeah.
I have a spear. Yeah, I can set for charge.
Set for
with the
SARS
spear.
for double damage and +4 to hit.
Okay, set for charge with the spear.
Roll to hit.
Yeah. +4 to hit, you say.
Yep,
And it's
I did.
Tie Steel Eon Talk.
Oh,
Oh, it's Yontak.
does he need to roll for Berserk?
Yeah, he does.
Roll a d6.
What?
Roll a d6. You're in melee with the spear out. Okay, good. You don't go Berserk.
So that's just a 9 though on the
From
spear. Set
What
against
level
the-
are you?
5.
5th level fighter type.
Your total is what? 9?
9,
Yeah.
So I hit a 7. It looks like
Okay, what's your armor class?
3.
3, okay. Just a second, and that's... so she's doubled up and she's swinging two-handed with that bastard sword.
Does he hit or does he miss?
12 points of damage.
Ooh.
3, that's 3, 4.
Up. My ranger will shoot an arrow at the lady who's just SARSed.
Okay.
He misses.
So the 9, to be clear, did not hit her.
Correct.
Okay, she's better than armor class 7. All right.
White.
Goodness.
Okay, 4, 5.
I'm
Mullen
checking
will
how long
engage-
heals take, 'cause
will
I-
engage-
Okay, at
the,
5, a
black-
tall man comes out of the front of the bordello. He's wearing leather armor. He has a short sword in his left hand, and he has a long bullwhip in his right.
Oh, well, that's
Why?
just in time for Elad Hell to finish hitting that doorway with a stinking cloud.
Oh.
He
All
was
right,
going to
so
go high, but he'll go low if that's what's coming out the door.
Okay.
Is Molly able
He hit
to
with a
engage
singing
any
cloud,
men?
and oh my gosh, he blows his save.
He's stuck in the cloud. Yes. It also just means that everyone who wants to try to get down to ground level and to get out need to make a save versus poison or be stuck in the cloud.
Okay. So, 6.
So does Merrin get all the people stuck out?
So I'm gonna have.
Is
he's gonna take
Molly
the end
able
of the round,
to?
yeah.
Is Molly
Okay.
able to engage anyone in melee?
Molly can fight the one with the bastard sword, sure.
He'll fight the one with the bastard sword then. All right, +3 spear.
Oh, the woman that casts the spell is gone
Hey!
inside the second floor of the bordello.
That hits.
That's definitely a hit.
Oh, thank goodness we need that hit.
1d6 +3. 5 points damage.
Hey. This
How
wait,
much?
next round I get to act.
5, you say?
Roderick misses the woman with the bastard sword.
Yep, 5 points of damage on the person with the big sword.
Okay. Anybody else in the rest of the round? Your monk got another attack there soon?
He's stuck in the cloud and he'll be
that's
fine
right.
next round.
Also,
Right, so
is
it's time for initiative.
Rick, is Nelvin in fighting condition?
Oh yeah, he's ready to go.
He is? Okay, just want to check. We'll
Good
do it for
check.
next turn then.
Okay, initiative.
Okay, now I can act. Come out of the
Um,
cloud. Eh.
Okay, everybody that was in the cloud that failed their saving throw, add 4 to their initiative, and they can
I
act this
act.
round.
Me and all my henchmen put my ranger act on 10. Then just you wait, guys. I get to act soon.
Okay, 1. Okay, Black Betsy will attack you again. Oh,
Okay,
natural
so-
20.
Soren is attacking
Yikes.
right back. On 1.
And 12 more points of damage.
Okay, he got a 16.
Hits.
Oh, thank goodness.
Something's wrong.
Oh, so you good on your hit points?
No.
I'm about to say, he better not be. He took 24 points.
Yeah, well, he got healed by his
true.
clerics, but the 12 still not to take it. You said 12 more?
Yeah, 12
Yeah.
more.
12 more.
Hey, listen, when we're done, we'll be wrists and have a lot of weapons. Actually,
Yep.
don't know where your money is.
He goes to -1 on 12 more damage.
Oh goodness.
I'm sure
But hey, he did
probably
5
your
points.
prisoners.
But he does 5 points before he goes down here.
Did you hit 5 points?
Yep.
You say?
Yeah. Yep.
2.
Roderick is also on 1 against.
Oh, sorry. Keep going, Roderick. I
Betsy.
apologize.
He's got a 8, so I don't think that's gonna hit.
Anybody on 2? 3. 4.
Hey, Merrin's time.
Merrin's gonna go. Is there still a stinking cloud, and is there still a Is there still a thief on the ground?
Is there what on the ground?
Is there still that thief in leather armor on the ground?
He's inside the cloud. You can hear him coughing and hacking.
Coup de
and-
grace. He's helpless.
Marin's gonna go coup de grace him.
Can he have the Hell of Honor Order accent?
He'll be coup de grace in 4 segments.
All right.
Sick.
With
All right.
a couple of cure minors, Soren can be back up, right? With his clerics, they're backing him up.
Yes.
Oh yeah, easy.
All right, he's
Anybody
back up to
else?
7.
Okay,
Hey,
and I don't think
Rogue, any of
anybody
your
hit.
henchmen? Molly?
Who's got attack left?
Molly and Nelvin will attack the guy with the bastard. Damn it! I make myself a tea to deal with the cough. Hopefully,
How far away are the people on the roof?
Molly got a 12.
Oh, all the women run inside the building in terror.
Other than the one that
And
cast
Nelvin-
the spell, I take it.
Just the
Nelvin
mage
is
on the
attacking
roof
with his short sword.
No.
Did Molly hit on a 12 there?
No.
No. Okay, so better than a 8 AC. Carry on.
Correct. Quite a bit.
there? Okay, Carrick will attempt to hypnotism on Black Betty then.
Oh.
Oh, nice. Okay. That's gonna go. That takes a segment. So it goes off the same segment.
Yep.
She's hypnotized.
Oh, okay.
Roll to 1.
So my monk will snap her neck.
Go to coup de grace while she's hypnotized.
Yeah.
Okay.
And here's the problem. There is one problem with that stinking cloud being right there. I can't go in. Is there a window I can crash through?
Oh, sure. Heck, your monk can hop up to one of the balconies and pull you
Now,
guys up.
he's busy coup de grace, but me with my now 1800 strength and weapon of sharpness.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you can just go through one of the windows like it's not even there.
Or I could use my halberd of sharpness to cut my way into the building.
Cut through the wall.
See, you see a window there, and you see this older man, balding, very thin. Stop, stop, stop. No need for violence. We can settle all this right now. I surrender. I got nothing else to worry about. I surrender. Harold's gone. Everyone else is dead. This is just over.
Where's the girl to cast the spell?
That was Harold. He was disguised as a woman.
What?
Okay. Well, I hope you understand the standard protocol for one to cast spells yourself.
Say that again?
The standard protocol for one who can cast spells is yourself.
I can't cast any spells. I'm a bookkeeper. I'm a fence.
Uh-huh. Okay. But we'll still bind him up.
Yep.
Okay.
Merrin is ready to wrestle him to the ground if he needs to. So.
Into the stinking
No,
cloud.
this guy's completely like, I don't have any trouble for me. Got nothing going on here. I'm fine.
Okay, so we're gonna tie up anyone who's left.
That's a couple prostitutes and two of the scoundrels that were heavies and bouncies.
Plus the accountant.
And the accountant. That's Morto.
Okay.
Morto was the one who was talking about running off doing his own thing.
Oh, yeah. He's like, listen, this is no problem for me. I just handle the books. I don't fight.
Well, that's awfully kind. That's awfully noble of you not to engage in violence.
Even says, I can make it worth your while to let me go.
Nuh-uh.
I mean, like, I'm just going to leave town, never come back.
Yeah, they all say that. Okay, so, did we wipe out the Brotherhood of Free Men?
Witch-Eye Herald doesn't he get away using his mount spell, but other than that, yeah, you wiped him out.
Dang.
I mean, there's 3 surviving thieves and 8 surviving scoundrels, but they're all low level.
We didn't get Erica the Tears, did we?
Erica the Tears is the guy on the sinking cloud that you coup de grace while he was coughing his guts out.
Oh, I thought that was Witch-Eye Herald.
No, Witch-Eye Herald had cast Chained Self to look like a woman.
Oh, and ran off.
Ambushed you with a spell, and then he took off.
Got it.
He got away. I thought that the
guy in the stinking cloud was Harold, but
I thought he was saying that.
Guy in the stinking cloud. That's Eric of the Tears, and he was called that because of his whip of pain.
Neat.
Okay. I thought that guy was saying that we had killed him, and that was why he was surrendering.
Yeah, we thought we actually killed Harold.
But he said Harold did his trick of summoning a horse and rode off at high speed.
Ah, okay.
Which direction did he take off into?
Oh, it doesn't matter. He's just going to ride to the countryside across the bridge. I don't know.
There is a bit of a problem, though. Because that necromancer might try to get him.
Well, yeah. Or
which direction would you think he might ride off to?
Well,
where would he
Harold,
have family?
he'd probably head back towards Tergalen since he's a half-elf.
Okay. He should be fine. The necromancer went south.
Merrin would like a map. Because with the boots, he might be able to intercept him.
All right, you have the boots.
Oh, that's right.
Take me with you.
Hold on a second. If he's heading towards Tergalen, then your best bet is to go to the Monastery of the Order of the Way.
Before we do that, let me cast Augury, Wheel or Woe, pursuing him towards Tergalen.
Ah, sure. What level are you?
4th level cleric. Because Augury, if it's no reading, he ain't going to Tergalen.
You can end much grief if you follow.
Okay. Merrin, grab me because you can take someone with you.
All right, we're going to take the first 20-mile jump.
And he's easy to grab because he's not wearing any armor.
Okay, you go 20 miles, and oddly enough, that's right outside the Monastery of the Order of the Way.
21 miles.
On the coast road, and This place is full of hostels and inns, very low cost because of all the people that come here to talk to the
enlightenment.
monks.
Okay, hold on.
Well, the order of the way, this is where you come to take a great oath.
Yes. Now the great oaths are funny. Don't take one unless you know what you're doing.
Yes, you made us sign one, I recall. So
I
Yeah,
don't think it was a great one. Was it a great one?
it wasn't quite a great oath. If you come here with the monks and take it in front of them, two things happen. One, if you break the oath, it's like breaking a Geas or quest, you get sick. But if you somehow use dispel magic or something to get rid of it, instantly the monks the order of the way know where you are and will find you and punish you.
And also, you don't get a save against your quiver and palm.
Yeah.
okay, I can
They
grab
can
two other
just
people.
instantly
Who
kill
else
you.
wants to come?
Yeah, you take one other person.
Oh, I can take a couple more. I think if you can make this jump in.
Remember, we need this time to get back to the city.
One,
have to be back in
two,
the city.
3, 4.
We got to get back to the city before sunset, so we got to
5,
do this and then head
6.
back. So I
Okay,
think just you and me, just to travel light.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see here. So, guys back in the town, you round up all that stuff. We're going to do that off
Yeah,
table.
they're gonna round out and go to meet the king, the marshal.
Now, what's really funny is you guys are there about an hour and a half, and you see this weird horse coming super fast from the south.
Merrin setting up for ambush.
And here's what's really funny is that horse vanishes almost exactly where you stepped, the same distance.
Now, the Merrin set up for an ambush. Is One-Eyed Harold here?
That's One-Eyed Harold, yeah.
Well, you need to check for a surprise before a scout ambushes him.
Oh, Sam, open your door. Roll the 2.
Oh goodness, he's surprised. Hit him with
Total
arrows.
surprise.
All right.
4 arrows from Merrin then.
40,
Yep.
20 arrows from Merrin. Regular arrows.
Remember, 4 arrows is normal. If you want to, you can fire 12.
But you lose your
He'll
bonus
fire
damage.
12.
I thought you pulled that back from the scout.
No, how it works is you don't get the bonus to hit.
Oh.
So you can either get the improved fire rate or you get the bonus to hit.
Huge bonuses, yeah.
I'm fine with accuracy by volume here.
The math probably works out that way if he's armored like a mage.
All right.
All right, let's see him.
15, 13,
13.
8, or 9. Well, you see him.
15, 13. I'll let those 2 hit.
And then the 17, 12, and 13?
17 and the 13 above hits.
13 above
Okay,
hits.
so 4 hits.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits. 15 damage overall.
Oh, he's dead twice.
Perfect. And now we grab his body and we leak back into the city.
We might have to do a few ferry trips here, but we'll get them.
Yeah, it won't take you too long at all.
Okay, now we're back in the
I have
city,
excess. I
and
have
we can-
excess ferry steps. I've done the math.
Man, those boots are so good.
They're awesome. I mean, the minimum distance is a problem, but he had a minimum distance issue too. All right. So only you got Witch-Eye Herald. So you got all their stuff, by the way.
Yeah, we got all the leaders. Only a few of the scoundrels didn't make it.
And the 3 first level thieves.
Yeah. So not a problem.
All right. So let's pause here and give you the loot list.
Yes, and then we got
Oh,
to
yeah.
talk to the men of the Marshal about necromancers.
Always trying to romance those necks.
So we have to be really careful here. So you've got this is off Black Betsy. That's 3 + 1 daggers. A +1 ring of protection. Bracers AC 6. A +3 bastard sword.
Ooh.
And a hidden sheath that looks like a sheath for a dagger, but can hold any bladed weapon up to a great sword sized for a giant.
That was 3 plus times 3 plus 1 daggers, raise it to AC 6, hidden sheath, and you said a ring of protection?
Plus 1 ring of protection.
And a +3 bastard sword.
And a +3 bastard sword.
Yeah. All right, so let's go around here. Eric O' the Tears, +3 leather armor, a +2 short sword, and the Whip of Pain. Okay. The whip is a puissant weapon, so you don't need proficiency to use it. You're automatically proficient.
It was +2 leather armor?
Sword. +3.
+3 leather armor. Yeah. So the Whip of Pain is puissant.
Okay.
So you don't need proficiency. It counts as a +2 weapon for purposes of what it can hit. But it has no bonuses to hit. And it does 2d4 plus 2 damage.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I can't believe you got Witch Eye Herald. Okay, Witch Eye Herald had robes of armor class 5.
Sorry, what was that?
Robes of armor class 5.
Okay, he has a monocle of detect magic that works 3 times a day at 5th level. A +2 dagger.
Lots of daggers.
Yep.
And
I do have a dagger mage, so I don't mind that.
and an ivory pony of expeditious retreat.
Oh.
So that's how you got away.
It is a figurine of wondrous power that you can use once a week. It summons a pony, has the encumbrance things of a pony, and when you give it an order, it has 2 modes. Okay? One is it's a pony, and it will stick around. Excuse me, I apologize. There's 2 modes. One mode is once a day, it's a pony for 6 hours.
Okay, 6-hour pony.
The other one is once a week, it's a pony that runs exactly 21 miles in 1 hour and then goes away.
Huh.
Literally, did you know when we had the boots that let us go 21 miles?
It's up to 21 miles, so it's the pony of expeditious retreat. And the thing is, I wrote that thing up 20 years ago, so it's been around for forever. +2 dagger. Oh, and a scroll of teleport at 33rd level.
What?
What?
Wait. No. How did he get that? That's a Skull Mountain scroll.
He
Did
probably,
you
it was
say
probably stolen from
33rd?
somebody.
33?
Yes.
Yeah. 33rd. He stole it from somebody or something. I don't know. You guys don't know about the Skull Mountain Scrolls, do you?
No.
There
No,
are-
we don't.
Okay,
Well,
so here's a
we
fun
encountered
fact. We
some
actually
in
used one.
Spencer
We actually
State,
used
right?
one of them once. So hidden throughout the mountain, there are scrolls of various spells cast at 33rd or higher level. One of them we have is a scroll with magic missile cast at 33rd level 7 times. We use this to kill a red dragon instantly. Hugh's old red dragon. We sauntered on up. It was so impressed because Owen was the one who used it. About this sickly human walking at him so confidently, he gave him a round to do something because he was so arrogant. So he used the scroll and instantly killed the dragon.
It was pretty fun.
By throwing, what is that, 20 magic missiles at him?
Uh-huh.
17 magic missiles. It was 17 D4 plus 17, so it killed the dragon instantly.
But we got some sort of absurd scroll from that.
Yeah, we got the scroll teleport cast 33rd level. Is it without error or does it have error?
No, it's without error.
Oh.
But we found a scroll earlier with the mean locks that was absurdly high level.
Yeah,
that's
also
Power Kill Scroll.
Yeah, Power Kill Scroll. I think it was 26th level.
Okay, so that's not this one of the scroll.
No, it's another Skull Mountain scroll.
It's another Skull Mountain scroll. Any scroll you find that is cast at over 20th level is usually from Skull Mountain.
And
Well,
eventually,
I'm scared.
Skull Mountain.
Clint knows
right.
who makes them.
Yeah, and that's why Clint.
Of course he
cries at
does.
night.
That's why
Alright,
Clint doesn't use them.
Oh no.
Okay,
Oh,
so
dear.
Murto had, he gladly handed it over, and he wanted you to remember him. Hey, remember, guys, I gave you this stuff. I'll even tell you what it does. Just have him go easy on me. He has a torque of sound sleep. The way that works is you wear it all the time, and when you're sleeping, it's as if you had a brownie familiar. You can't be surprised, attacked in the dark, etc. You can't be surprised while you're sleeping.
Wow.
He had a ring of mind shielding. And you're going to love this one. He's got an intelligent sword called the Fence.
What's the
Now, the
allure?
Fence is a true neutral short sword. +1. It has an intelligence of 16. And it can automatically, perfectly accurately determine the value of any gems, jewelry, precious metals, furs, or spices within 10 feet of it.
That's
Unerringly, it can also detect forgeries of the same things.
That's actually really good. Also, for the record, that scroll of teleport, it can teleport 5,200 pounds.
Well, that's not enough to teleport Skull Mountain. Lame.
Yeah, but it can literally teleport the whole party.
Remember that wagon you guys
you
had?
sure?
You put everybody in the wagon with their horses and all go. All right, so let's see. Halt Annie. Her cane counts as a +2 club.
Okay.
She had a potion of extra healing, which she did not get a chance to use. And she had a +1 dart that is smeared with poison, which is easily cleaned off.
Okay.
That was a +1 dart?
Yep.
+1 dart.
This is a lonely +1 dart. I wonder who's going to get that. Let's give it to one of the henchmen. It still counts as loyalty bonus.
All right, so, and then finally we get to Daggers, who had, you're going to love this one. I made Daggers a long time ago. He was a former Little Daddy. By the way, Little Daddy is a slang term for somebody who pretends to be a thief or a magic user, but is really a fighter. And Fran Tarkington is a magic user that likes to fight hand to hand, just so you know. He had Bracers AC 4. He had 4 +1 daggers of juggling. I'll explain that in a minute. 2 +3 daggers.
2
And he
+1
had
daggers?
cloak and boots of elven kind.
You said those were 2 +1 daggers?
2 +3 daggers.
2 +3. Oh.
Cloak
So you had
and boots of elven kind.
Cloak and boots of elven kind. A chime of opening with 17 charges left.
With how many? 17?
17, and a wand of trap detection with 73 charges left.
It was 2 boots of elven kind?
One.
One set of
Oh,
boots.
1 boot. 1 set of boots of elven
One set of boots and also a cloak of elven kind. Did I hear that right?
That's right, and
Yep.
also a cloak.
Okay.
So, yeah, he was a poor man's thief that decided to dual class into thieving.
No. I just need you people to understand. If I get the cloak and boots of elven kind, think about the fact that Bill can then ambush people really well with his big damage potential.
And, okay, so...
How many
Chime
charges
of
on the wand
opening
of
was
trap
17
detection?
charge.
The wand of trap detection had 73 charges left. 7-3.
I wrote that down, but
Wait,
I wasn't
what?
sure I remembered right. 70
The wand of trap detection is, by the way, if we combine the sign of opening with the wand of trap detection, we're really close to being able to go into the door maze.
It's true. It's true.
We just need some way to become immune to traps. It's,
Hold on.
almost like
I
there's a
heard
scroll-
chime of opening with 17 charges, and there's a wand of trap
Yep.
with 17 charges. Are those two separate items?
73. 73
trap
wand
detection.
trap.
Its trap detection is 73 charges. Yeah.
Okay, the wand of trap detection has 73 charges.
That's
Yes.
correct.
Okay. I'm making a list and keeping it on paper here. So
Now the
I'm
thing
not
is
gonna be able to
between
share
all
this
of them,
quick.
you only got about the mixed coins in their purses. You only came up with 100 gold pieces worth of gold cash value.
They were not fluid.
Okay.
Murtagh wasn't doing his job.
I'm inclined to just give the 100 GP liquid to the henchman. Just say, help yourself to a good drink, guys.
Yeah, get around on the house. Okay. Honestly, we should just do that. Just give the 100 gold pieces to the henchman.
I can't believe you tracked down good old Witch Eye Harold.
But we got to make sure Murtagh knows that we expect him to tell us about the secret stash that he was keeping for himself.
Oh, don't worry, gentlemen. Once I'm done talking to the guards and making sure everything's there, I will show you my benevolence and my gratitude. You didn't kill me like you did all my friends.
Oh boy, I can't wait for him to kill us in our sleep.
Well, the torque.
All right, so you guys,
help with that.
more talk gets turned over to the guards, and you guys eventually come back and talk to the guards, and they're literally going to spend a couple hours talking to you about the fight with the necromancer, and they're going to have some very interesting people there. One of the king's courtiers is going to be there. Somebody from the cathedral is going to be there. And eventually, oddly enough, you're very surprised. A beautiful young woman, blonde, obviously pregnant, shows up and sits in the corner quietly knitting and listening to the entire thing going on.
I like X responses. The princess.
That's right, the princess comes in.
Yeah.
We met her grandma once. Before.
Oh, there's a little. Anyway.
No, she's there quietly, and when you guys are done telling the story the second time, she quietly leaves.
Yeah.
So, is that a good thing?
Oh, you have to understand, it said that girls that are fostered by grandmother, those that survive can always tell a lie when they hear it.
That makes sense. I figured it would be something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense too.
Gotta make sure we're not lying about fighting the heckin' necromancer.
Well, they thank you very much, and they appreciate you fighting. They're not going to get in any trouble for fighting in the city limits, of course. Fighting
a necromancer, that's basically like civic duty at that point.
And they're actually saying that there's been a request. You've done a couple things here and there throughout the kingdom that they're aware of. This is a big fight today. You took out the Brother of Free Men. You guys are going to be set up as a free company. For free.
Yo!
A free company.
For the first year. And then...
Okay.
We owe standard noble taxes,
First year.
because of how free companies work. So what that
First
means
year, we're not
is...
expecting to live longer than that anyway.
The dues of a free company is much like a noble. We either need to pay taxes, or we need to provide military service. So what this basically means is we keep adventuring within the kingdom. We don't need to pay taxes. Trust me, the company, the Darkmoon, doesn't need to pay taxes for 10 years because of how much adventuring they've done in the kingdom. 9 years now.
Further, it also means that both of you guys that have the nobleman class, if you accept, you have the right of low justice.
Yes, which means we could just hang bandits whenever we see them. Legally.
I think we only have one nobleman. We have 2 scholars.
Yeah, but when you got a nobleman in the party, that means with a nobleman with you, you've got the right of low justice. So,
Yeah.
But we need to name our free company.
You have to have a name.
That's gonna be a trip.
All right. Let's wake up that chat thread. We'll figure it out.
Now, they flat out say at one point, the marshal comes in and he says, "This is the warded room. We want you to tell us where this green and black pool is and how you know."
Who's asking this?
The Marshal of Seaward.
Sorry, I missed the question.
The Grand Marshal wants to know where the green and black pool is and how we learned it.
Oh,
Merrin will look lock eyes with each of you and trying to think like,
We gotta tell them it's a warded room. Honestly, I don't think they're gonna even try to get here when we explain where it is. It's in Skull Mountain.
Yeah, I mean,
Merrin will
tell
say,
him
"I
that-
used a wish.
Can we lead with how we found out? Oh, yeah, we used to.
I used a
We
wish.
used a whisk to learn the location of more. Just used a whisk to learn of a location of great power.
and
Sure.
and then Clint
Explained how to get
provided
to
us
the
with
green and
information
black
of how to
pool.
get there, and we promised not to tell anyone, and then we can find out if they want to know more.
So it's in Skull Mountain somewhere. Okay. Is it off the deep, or is it somewhere else?
It's according to Clint, past the Cavern of Herds.
Oh, okay. Well, that's safe enough. We don't have to worry about that. Okay.
And he did tell us not to mess with the deep, so there is that.
Well, yes, that's standard knowledge. Don't. Well, it's strange. We actually have. Grandma says, I myself have been down the deep a few times, and it was perfectly safe for me. But we do keep people away from there.
Oh, okay, that's good to know. More Elder's knowledge gained as a player.
Are you planning to go to Skull Mountain anytime soon, gentlemen?
No, actually, we concluded that the Guardian of the Green and Black Pool is much too strong for us at this time. We are to gain more magical power and more knowledge about the Greaser Deck Guards before we continue onward.
Well, congratulations. Before you leave the city, we ask that you tell us the name of your free company, and other than that, thank you for all your help.
It was our pleasure to serve.
Let's see here. So you're east. You have to go back through and get up to the north. Now, I'm trying to figure out the experience points here.
How much experience points do we get for driving that Necromancer out?
Well, quite a bit. You defeated her. She had to flee for her life. So
it's true, because the problem is I did 14 points of damage on my minimum damage, and I have a weapon of sharpness. Here's the thing. We'll learn this because of talking to the people. It's gonna be obvious where she goes, because necromancers can't heal normally. They lose their passive healing from rest, and the cleric spells that heal don't work anymore. They have to sacrifice people to heal. And they have to do it on their altars, which means they need to set up an altar first. So she's going to be very obvious really soon. So any single point of damage is massive, and to regenerate limbs, they need to do crazier things. So she had to flee because the weapon of sharpness can ruin her day.
Is that the same? Is that also true for the creature that carried her off? Does that also have?
No, that's an undead creature, so you can heal that separately, but it's still going to be obvious.
Shit, I should have then focus fire on her maybe.
She took enough damage, so we have options now. Since necromancers are obvious wherever they go, we could try to follow her and try to kill her.
I don't mind that. I don't want any.
I'm inclined to do that. That was.
I don't know.
We can prevent you from having told a soft lie there.
This is not in character. I don't know if she's an apprentice of Path in the Foul.
Didn't she say she was, or
no? Nope.
Somebody said something about Path in the Foul.
She said she's Zahara.
Path in the Foul was the necromancer who invaded Seaward and was driven out 55 years ago.
No, Sam wondered if she might be an apprentice of Pathin, but nobody's heard this name before until she.
Zahara the Corrupt. We might want to have the scholars do some looking before we leave the city.
Yes, we actually do want to look. Actually, having the scholars do research on her would be great.
Yeah, matter of fact, you guys have access now that you can go to the library of the cathedral and do some research, and now we can resolve that now. Just give me a percentage from each guy.
We don't know what Dismas is since he's not here.
He's going to be the same level as Eck because they've been going on the same adventures.
Yep.
That's true. Yeah, he is the same. He is the same scholar level. Did I miss one? I missed one actually. I missed the one where you guys met the tree rider thing.
Oh yeah, you weren't there when we fought the Pine Man.
Yeah, the Pine Man.
That's right.
And got the orc
so we
treasure.
might not be the same.
It was about the same value of experience. It's probably be the same value of experience as this adventure. Maybe actually no, it's probably be more because we killed a lot of leveled people.
Yeah, I'm saying right now before we level though, we're probably the same.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, because when we beat the Pine Man, we didn't actually get Ultimus XP.
You didn't get a lot. All right, we'll just roll it for both of you at the same.
Yeah, he's probably still 5th level. I'm pretty far from 5th.
So what you guys can roll for both of you. And
Yep.
roll.
Get in there.
And everyone gets 8,500 experience points. Half that for your
Nice.
henchmen.
1,500.
Oh, okay. That's,
That's
where'd the dice channel go? There it is.
the second biggest XP score we've had.
Yep.
Session was the biggest. No, third
A
biggest.
lot.
What's this other one where we got 15,000?
Oh yeah, where did we get 15,000?
Was that the Veil?
No, the
The
Crystal
Veil-
Vale only
Veil
gave
was
us
almost-
That's right, the
14,000.
Veil was the one. Yeah. All right, so you know what? That 89 is good enough. There was tales of a woman named Zathara who was exiled from Obias for researching forbidden topics 16 years ago. If it's the same woman, then she's only 30 years old.
Hmm.
Wow. Necromancy sure takes its toll.
It does.
Yes.
Don't do
Every
necromancy.
level of necromancer, you lose more and more charisma. Once your charisma hits 0, everyone knows that you're a necromancer.
This is your charisma. This is your charisma on necromancy.
Yeah, yeah, exactly right. When she had a 0 charisma. You look at her and you simply, that's a necromancer.
That's why when Bill was like, "Oh, you notice he's a necromancer," he's like, "No, I gotta throw hands. Alignment-wise, I have to."
Yeah, you have to.
Literally, if Clint was there and he didn't fight, he would lose paladin powers
It's true.
because he
Yeah.
let a necromancer go. Sick. My Ranger and Big Tom both leveled up to 5th.
I bet my summoner goes to 3rd. My cleric definitely goes to 3rd.
Let's see.
Mages.
Molly's
might
in a
not go.
tricky position because she can't level anymore.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Ooh.
Keep
I'll
trying
add,
for
I'll,
experience
I'll,
point.
I'll add her XP anyways, but
No, because is this a racial limit?
No stat limit because NPC class.
level limit by attribute. That's what I have on my sheet.
Always keep track of that because you never know you're a magic pool away from suddenly just going to get the level.
Yeah.
Excuse me,
Alright.
my
She's
Ranger
already-
don't level
she's
up.
already
Doesn't
one
level up
extra.
because Big Tom has been on more adventures because he was my first henchman.
Okay.
Big Tom. All right.
Yep, she has exceeded the XP she needs, so she is now capped for XP for the time being.
Okay, so 5th level.
Yeah, a little age, a magic pool, a book, boom, boom,
Yep.
levels. And for NPC only classes, a limited wish is enough to give them a level.
Hey, Carberry, where's this wrapping up?
But you get loot.
Yes, you helped research the necromancer, so you get stuff. You
Wait.
get 8,500 experience points because you were there. You almost died.
We ran your character. It was tough.
I look forward to hearing about it because that would make this evening so much better.
Oh, we insisted on we waited for you for about half an hour. Knew that you were busy. Went ahead and ran your guy for you. The crew chipped in to run your character, and it's recorded. You can hear the recording.
Yes, so you'll hear the funny tale about how we found a necromancer.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
You also got
ran away like a coward.
Ran away like a coward. You also got to scroll teleport without error at 33rd level, amongst other things.
Yeah,
Wow.
emphasis on the other things.
Soren might
Did,
need to take bow. Dealing with cowards.
Did Abraham Schmucker get to smack anything?
Sadly, not. We had
There was a lot of
tight
smacking
doors. We were
going
fighting
on.
in alleyways in the city.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Okay.
henchmen standing around because it was in tight spaces in the city. Yeah.
All right.
They got to look
Okay, well,
menacingly.
Good. Cosman's good at that. All right. Well, I do apologize.
Oh, there's nothing to
and-
apologize for. I'm sorry we couldn't plan it better so you could be here for the whole thing. We'll do another one very soon.
No, I did I hope to do another one soon. No, it wasn't the planning. I just didn't realize that my coworker had taken the day off.
Oh, murderous.
And so I couldn't take off the half day. And then we had a nice bid come through that I had to sit at my desk and ramrod because everybody else had been out of the office forever and didn't have any idea what was going on.
Goodness.
Yeah, it's always something at the last minute that trips you up. Yeah.
You
We
see,
missed having you around.
What should be done since Carberry is so great and generous and is actually subscribed to the Patreon, maybe, perhaps, the DM can run a quick solo.
That's a good idea. We'll do a solo soon.
All right. I would love that.
Yeah, matter of fact, I'm in a solo mode. I've got 2 other players doing solos.
Have wagon will travel.
Oh yeah, we'll do it again.
All right.
Oh, we can do
Thanks,
that.
Jen.
Yeah.
And also,
Have a good night.
Also, we're gonna have a thread on Discord about how to come up with a free company name because we've been given a free company by the king for driving out a necromancer.
Oh. All right.
I hope you have a better night and hope it's nice and quiet.
Well, I got to feed my dog and let him out, and that always makes me feel better.
All right.
Don't
Good one, buddy.
freeze.
We'll keep you
Thanks,
up to date, and I'm sure Rogue will upload the recording soon, so you can listen to that.
We'll try.
All right.
We'll try.
Thanks, all.
Take care, buddy.
All right.
Have a good one.
So, I say, since Carberry is out and about, I say that over the course of the rest of the week, we get the loot list and divide up the magic items.
Yep.
Yeah, that's an easy thing you do in the Discord with chats. Yeah, easy.
Yep. We can just set up a thread in Secrets of Seaward to discuss the free company name and how to divide the loot.
Yep.
2 different sets of bracers of armor class and robes of AC. Sadly, no, I will want the Ring of Protection +1 because that's the only way for me to improve my armor class.
That's yours as far as I'm concerned.
Well, we still need to roll for it.
Yep. I don't know what I even want off this list though. Holy crap!
Yeah,
aside from like the bracers of AC4, I want the
people.
bracers of AC4. I really want, but because that takes
The
my.
cloak and boots with Elvenkind is looking real tempting.
I need to look up
things
the.
here that are going to my henchmen probably.
Yep.
Well, what I find fascinating here is what always comes up. In the end, PC, NPC, thieves tend to have the most practical magic items.
Yes. Now then, I'm just saying, the Sign of Opening, if you ever want to just die immediately, use the Sign of Opening in the deep. Not only do you open every single door, including secret doors in the deep, you also awaken a horrible monster at the same time.
Sign
The
of
lurker.
Literally, if you want the fastest way to get the highest level cultist on the continent in all the Assassin's Guild, in multiple others, to be completely furious with you, and have the lurker chase after you, just use the Sign of Opening in the deep. You will have the entire alignment axis on you immediately.
We just got to make sure they're in the deep with us when we do it.
Oh, the deep. And the thing is, at the same time, I fully expect you guys to climb the ladder down the deep one of these days. I really do.
I mean, like, that's also where we get the instructions to find Redeemers, so that's why you say that.
Yeah. I mean, if you can go, the map that you've got, it takes you the safe path to the edge of the deep where you don't knock the shell down, and then you take the ladder, and you climb the ladder all the way down the deep. And if you follow the instructions, it's perfectly safe.
Well, as safe as the deep can be. Now, and the problem is, we're probably going to do that at the same time as we go down to the green-black pool, and we need Redeemer first, because Redeemer is super strong.
Yeah.
You guys know what Redeemer's powers are, right?
Nope. No one knows what it is.
I've never told anybody.
In fact, since it's in Skull Mountain, you can't scry it, which means you can't Lezen Lord to learn it either.
Well, guys, any questions? Anything before I wrap up and hang up? I hope you guys had fun.
Oh, by the way, I hope you understand. You know that Necromancer? That was written up by Lou Pulsifers, so that explains
We
why
know.
it's so powerful and so dangerous.
There's a reason we're all horrified of it.
Yeah, necromancers. You have to understand. I'm going to flat out tell you, Zathara was a relatively low-level necromancer.
Yeah, no, because Clint has actually fought a high-level necromancer.
They're horrifying.
Clint has killed a 14th level necromancer because technically he was 14th.
Yeah, he was 14. Yeah.
And when Clint killed him, he had that necromancer's bodies exorcised and then burned in a cauldron of holy water, because otherwise he would return as a list the next full moon.
Lich, you mean?
Yep.
Wait.
Lich, yeah.
And he was one level away from level cap. That's not the strongest possible necromancer.
Pathan was only 14th level when he almost conquered all of Seaward with the dead army. Yeah.
Now, granted, this means that Clint actually killed a necromancer of comparable power.
Well, the necromancers are weird because they have paths they can go on. Right?
Yes.
You
No
have a
one knows.
necromancer-
Here's the problem. No one knows what path Pathan took. So no one knows what Pathan's powers
Well, matter of
are.
fact, here's a little bit of lore.
Oh, good.
Necromancer is almost unique in that they can use almost any weapon.
Yes.
Virtually any weapon. Amongst swords, they can only use scimitars for various reasons.
That's literally their
They can
only
wear
weapon.
any armor. And they can use most magic items. Okay? They have various paths. Some of them are really, really good at just got massive numbers of undead, controlling massive numbers. Others can patch together Frankenstein-like creations of horrible power.
Like we saw, we actually know what paths he took.
And others can dominate and control human beings and manipulate them.
Others can call spirits. The one Clint fought was a spirit caller necromancer.
Yeah, where they
They
have powerful divination because they can ask the dead and the spirits what's going on.
And when they kill people, they can steal their souls and summon them back up within a pool of levels they can store.
Yeah, like if one of those necromancers were to strike the killing blow on you, he can summon you from the dead to work for him.
With all of the magic items you had on your person when you died.
All those powers that you had.
So
Right.
that spirit caller necromancer used the Zeomancer. This was a 16th level summoner. And he also had a 12th level paladin with a holy sword that he killed in his spirit caller list.
So he brings back these simulacrums and they fight for him. On, and there's other paths.
Yes.
But here's the weird thing about Pathan the Foul. He never wears armor.
He has no armor. He only used the quarterstaff. No one knows what path he took. The traditional garb of necromancers in the Reason is full plate with some sort of bladed weapon.
And he dresses very elegantly, very smoothly, very simply. He's he's covered in gems and jewels and rings. And no one's ever seen him use his staff as a weapon. But the staff is thick and it's made of some sort of wood that's so black and so polished that it reflects colors in the black wood.
And also, Pathan does have an ability that is known that he can disguise the fact that he's a necromancer and return to his original charisma score for a brief time.
Now, the other thing that's known about him is this, and no other path has ever been seen like this. If he's not doing that, if he's, he has a aura around him so powerful that it's made 14th level paladins flee in terror.
He has a fear aura so intense that Orion will tell the story that he made the mysterious Amazon with her spears that drove her to mad berserk fury flee, breaking the magic that made her berserk in combat.
So yeah.
This is why we are all terrified of Pathan the Foul and are trying to figure out how to come up with methods to drive him away because we just don't want to deal with him.
And of course, one of the biggest weirdnesses in the campaigns, one of the biggest mysteries is this. Pathan led the Dead War. He started the Winter Plague that wiped out the population of Seaward still hasn't recovered from the Winter Plague, let alone that. They took the dead from the various cities wiped out by the magical plague, raised them into an army with his 7 apprentices, besieged Timberlake so thoroughly that it was long believed the entire city had fallen and been wiped out. Attacked, kept the counties away.
The Cole was
marched
completely
east.
destroyed.
The Cole, well, there was no Cole at the time, but the city of Old Bridge was wiped out. Everyone was wiped out, and the few survivors were used as pack animals for the undead, and as they died on the march, they were zombified. The army marched to the east, and the former king, the then king of Seaward, died in the field fighting the army.
In way more, there was a lot of really bad things.
A lot of bad things, and the army was in sight of the city of Seaward when finally a series of attacks by PCs and armies drove
Mainly
them back.
Orion.
Yeah, mainly Orion. Orion led a series of daring raids, during which I think 5 PCs died permanently, never to come back.
But they killed all but 3 apprentices and drove Paffin away.
But the big one was the last raid was a raid. They finally figured out where the heck Pathin himself was staying, and they effectively teleported in, let's say. But then his fear aura kicked in and caused such a disruption with the fear aura that he got away. And that was 55 game years ago, and no one's heard a word about him.
Literally, there's not even a rumor on where Paffin is. He literally just upped and disappeared off the face of the planet.
Gone.
And he keeps telling me that once we learn where Paffin has been this whole time, we will be so mad. And
He'll punch you in the face.
It's driving me to the point of madness on where the heck Paffin could be.
When they finally figure out where he's been hiding this whole time, they're going to punch me in the face.
Because something about Paffin is blocking all scrying about him, and it isn't a mountain, and it isn't like Skull Mountain's effect.
Hey Sam, when you guys do that, can you record it?
What, record where Paffin is found?
No, you punching me in the face.
That.
I would never punch my own father.
You'd want to, though. But when you find out what's going on... well, actually, my wife might. She might. You have to understand. So here's what happened. I'll tell you. So they figured out how to use Adjic to go to the border ethereal. And the idea was they would come in the border ethereal and then become solid around Pathin in his bed and kill him. Right?
Sure.
So they come through the walls ethereally, and they forgot one little thing. Pathin is a necromancer. He can see into the ethereal like a ghost.
And also, he doesn't need to sleep.
And he doesn't sleep. So he realized they were there, and he had been talking to his apprentices. So he turned off his fear aura, so he turned it back on. And the mysterious Amazon failed her saving throw and fled into the deep ethereal.
Which means what actually happened was Orion and all of their pals literally turned around and went into the deep ethereal to get the Amazon out.
Because his fear aura is so powerful that by the time that the fear aura ran off, she'd be lost in the ethereal plane forever. So
they got her, but when they came back, Pathin was just gone. The entire place stripped completely bare. Just seeing him was enough for him to just disappear off the face of the planet.
And he's gone. Never be heard from again.
Because he's actually the smartest of every single villain Dad has ever ran. The moment he even sees a PC, no one knows where he's been in 55 years. Smartest man alive. Literally, like, I've seen a PC. Nope, I'm done. I need to hide. I need to not be seen ever again.
All right, guys. It's after 10. I'm going to be driving it a little bit. Thank you so much for the great game. I hope you had as much fun as I did. I had a great time.
It's so fun.
Loved every
Thank
minute.
you.
Oh, yeah, and we had
guys.
loads of fun talking about Pathin the Foul. Hopefully we don't encounter him with this party, because I don't think we could survive until we gain.
Well, I'll tell you that one last little tidbit. I talk to Lou at least once a month about the campaign and stuff. He's still running Orion technically, and he flat out said that he's seriously considering, because of how it's been 55 game years, and Orion was old then. He's seriously thinking about letting Orion die of old age,
Oh,
Just
I thought
so you-
Orion was young again. Didn't we see him being young again?
Yeah, but he's thinking about not actually drinking those potions ever again.
You're talking about just letting himself go, simply because he wants. Well, one, lose no spring chicken, and two, he like what the if Orion's dead, maybe Pathan will finally come back.
Because my counterpoint is so many bad things don't go back to Seaward because Orion is still alive. That the Triarchy might unwillingly make him live longer, so we don't have to deal with stuff.
Take him prisoner, keep him in a basement.
Because
figure it out.
Orion is a 14th level wizard. We need him around, and that's the problem. So we're constantly doing this back and forth, like, please, you can't die yet. We need to kill Pathan first.